Unless they were there.
vibes.
Unless they were there, in which case they're still deeply traumatized by all that.
It's really funny they all got to relive it during the Bogger episode. That was tremendous.
I still can't believe that even happened. Part of me is still in denial out of character.
Do you think, in theory, like, that Rock crushed him again, and because that's legitimately how he died, people can just see Thestrals now? And they just don't know it?
Everyone that was there for the original incident can see Thestrals anyway.
Oh, absolutely.
So. The question is, can Laurent see Thestrals? Alex, official ruling, he didn't see anyone else die.
Technically, yes, but not for the same reason.
I guess because I share a realm of...
Exactly.
I'm on the same plane as Thestral.
Can you see horses is the real question.
Yeah, he can no longer see horses anymore.
That would be so crazy.
Just like unicorns are invisible now.
No, it's just the horn.
You just see the horn floating around.
Yeah.
Everybody, welcome back to Monday Nights. Woo! I am exhilarated to be here because tonight is our Halloween episode. Oh, Halloween, probably the best time of year. For any kid about the age that you guys are getting into. I've done this session many times. Every single time it's a little bit different than the one last. We've got a great little stories that are already going on right now that I'm excited to get to the bottom of. And as for our wrap up, last time we had our Boggart episode. So we finished up some classes and then hammered down into full-on Boggarts. Everybody was able to show off their deepest, darkest fears. Those fears nearly consuming you, if not for the help of Professor Rojas, who kept them at bay. All of you guys acted quite bravely in the face of some pretty terrifying memories. And we were able to see some of our classmates as well. From there, we were able to fade out to find ourselves on Halloween night, all getting ready into our costumes, finding our friends, talking to other classmates, and do we do a meetup at the Clock Tower Courtyard?
We have not.
Gotcha.
I think we were just heading down.
It's perfect. So, tonight is the night. The evening at Hogwarts is alive right now. You can hear the clock heavily chiming and announcing the beginning of Halloween night. Moving through the hallways, you can see other students now transformed into ghouls and dementors, patronuses and mermaids. You can already smell the wave of cinnamon and pumpkin that teases the air. Teachers here at the school having their own little enjoyable celebrations. Only third years up are allowed to go. So when finally you are invited, you find yourselves stepping down the stairs and out of the clock tower courtyard. There is probably over 100 people out here right now, all gathering up with friends in costumes, some of them walking across the wooden bridge out toward Hogsmeade. And you look around trying to find some of your friends. Let's look a random. All right. Holly, you and Darian are here together. Do you want to remind us what your costumes are?
Yeah. They're dressed as Aphrodite and Ares.
As you step out, Darian says, "What are we waiting for? Are we not just heading off?"
Well, I would like to say hello to some of my friends before they, you know, disperse out into the night.
Oh, I'm not enough for you?
Patience.
Not one of my strong suits, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm starting to get that.
Hey, Holly! You can hear somebody walking past say, you see Wilfred walking through, and he is wearing a large giraffe costume. His head is far above his body.
Hey, Wilfred, what are you wearing?
Only the best costume known to man. You may laugh at me now, but when I'm able to see from blocks away the best houses for candy, you'll be crawling to me.
I'll be sure if I'm feeling a little light on candy to come straight to you and beg for forgiveness.
And that would be when Laurent is coming by. Laurent, were you here last episode?
So I was here for the Boggart stuff, and then I had to go to bed because I was sleepy.
Yeah, so I thought so. So you move out into the thoroughfare. Can you describe yourself?
Well, he looks a lot like himself. He's in his like usual uniform and stuff. The only difference is he's looking kind of ethereal. Like he's like he's faded away a little bit. Or like if you
Bro's
wear glasses,
ethereal.
you didn't clean them properly, and you can't really like can't quite make them out properly. He looks kind of freaky with it. It's probably fine.
Dude, how you do that? Darian says, seeing this sort of partially see-through appearance you've been able to take on.
Oh, I drank a potion. It's apparently like really rare and expensive, but it does work. And then he'll like try and put his hand through his own hand, like one hand through the other.
You get into all sorts of chaos with that. He kind of takes a 360 around you, really taking it in. And from behind, you can hear Levi say, all right, he's not an exhibition.
I'm kind of an exhibition.
And Darian takes a double take as he can see Levi come out in long boots, and basically a Sailor Moon costume. Long blonde wig, the whole 9 yards.
You have no idea what it was like trying to help him style that wig.
Aw, Levi.
Zipping over the
Sailor
boots is
Moon?
actually the worst part. Oh my gosh, you're a fan?
I've seen a few episodes. I don't have a lot of TV time at my house, but I did like it.
Sweet. Well, I'll have to share with you a few of the episodes. I have them on DVD.
Sure thing. Laurent helped you style the wig?
He looks to Laurent.
Yeah, I tried my best. Making sure that the ends of it looked right at least, but it wasn't too bad.
Well, you did a pretty good job. That's like dead on. At least as far as animation to, real life goes.
Stop, you're making me blush, Levi says. And he starts walking and he's like, Laurent, do you want to head off now or do you want to meet me?
I'll meet you. I need to annoy Fia before she gets to have fun.
Don't take too long.
It's always very easy, don't worry.
Levi heads off across the wooden bridge. Elsewhere right now, our other friends are just getting into the holiday spirit. Lance, are you here?
Yes. Sorry.
I see you've added art.
I have indeed. Didn't like that, so.
Why don't you remind us what you're wearing and if you're going with anybody?
Yeah. He's wearing not quite a wig, but modified white, pulled back and kind of a messier bun with hair still draping over his shoulders. Black and
Right, I
red
remember now.
robes. He's going full Targaryen. Fake sword at his side, and then he's just gonna be walking down with Brett for the time being.
Yeah, Brett going in as the self-portrait.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Reese is heading with them as well. I think Drusilla's supposed to be waiting for us somewhere over here. Ooh, Drusilla, Brett says to Reese, and Reese gives him nearly a punch, like on the shoulder, that puts a small dent in the canvas. Reese, it took long. It took too long to make this.
Well, if you can't fix it, you shouldn't put it on.
You guys see Thea around? Reese asked.
Was she not with the other girls?
I think they're probably all together. It's always weird when they're all in a big group. I get a little scared. Brett says that's what we like to call an inside thought.
No, he's right. It's kind of a terrifying group.
Race! Race, we're over here! You can hear Drusilla yelling and see a bunch of the Ravenclaw girls are staying together. You'd be able to see Drusilla dressed up as a big vampire, like classic Dracula. And then you'd be able to see Billy dressed up with her Niffler costume that we talked about before, and we'd also be able to see Thea. Thea, what are you wearing? Remind us.
She is wearing an Alice in Wonderland kind of look. It's more Tim Burton-esque than it is cartoony.
The boys walk up, and Reese looks to you, Thea. You look great. Yeah, you all look great. Smooth, Brett says.
What was the inspiration, Thea?
Oh, a book I read back in first year. I really enjoyed it, and it was before she'll like wave her hand in front of her eyes.
Yeah, and also in second year and third year, and probably in between years.
Is that the only book you've read?
No, I've read books before. It was just the last one I could read.
There's like this like awkward air. Like Drusilla's like, yikes. Are you learning bro with
Wow.
Nolan? Recess.
I am, but it's kind of a long-term project. I don't really pick up languages, I guess, too well.
Whoa, do you guys hear that?
Anyways,
Brett says. I think it's the call of Halloween. Everyone like looks at him like because they didn't hear anything. Brett's gonna start heading off. Well, I should probably go with him, Billy says. It was nice seeing you all in your costumes.
We'll catch you at Hogsmeade.
Silas,
Yes.
you're coming down. Are you meeting anybody?
I don't think he planned to, but honestly, like he might go see if Taylor's coming.
So, we watch Silas break through the crowd, looking left and right at all the different costumes, fairies and venomous tentaculas and self-portraits, nifflers, thunderbirds and whatnot.
Yeah, I was one of those.
Eventually, you like stop nearby at a tree, just in the middle of the courtyard here, trying to get your bearings. And remind us what you're wearing.
If I remember right, he had a Dementor costume. If I remember correctly, that he was
Right, that Reese gave you.
yes, that Reese gifted him.
So as you're sitting here looking around, you hear a voice very close to you say, "If you're looking for the other Ravenclaws, some of them just left." Hmm? And you look to your right and see the tree in question is Taylor. Her face is in like the cutout of the hole.
That looks amazing.
I mean, it's just paper mache. It's probably just the lighting.
Nah, you look really good. Seriously,
My mom and
don't
I
knock
make
myself.
our own costumes every year. It's like a thing.
No, that's cool. I like that. I wasn't gonna dress up, but Reese kind of talked me into it.
You can overhear a few of your friends nearby, Holly and Laurent.
Were you going with anybody, Taylor?
I was probably gonna hang out with Ernesia, Gemma, just like the usual. That
Mhm.
is, if they don't ditch me.
Well, I mean, if you end up getting ditched or something, and I mean, we can always hang out.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
How'd I contact you? Red flare into
Uh,
the air?
there you go.
You know what? I have a better one. I'll start a fire.
Perfect. Though I feel like with my luck, I'm gonna be walking around. I'm gonna feel a net come over the top of my head, and I'm gonna turn around. It's you.
Hey, hey, hey. That's only for people who are on the lam.
That is true.
It's odd. She doesn't smile. She doesn't even laugh at her own jokes, but you can tell they're jokes. And she just sort of stares at you very calmly. It's like you feel like she's smiling. You just don't see it.
I think with him, what's interesting is around other people, he's like a little bit nervous, sometimes a little bit too what do you want to call it? Like got like a little bit of the jitters. But it's weirdly enough for him that he's kinda I think with her and Lance, he doesn't have that. Interestingly enough.
Nearby, you can hear Holly and Darian talking. Oh, I see Thea, Darian says. Do you think I should go over and, like, scare her or something?
I think she'd kill you. She doesn't exactly have the best opinion of you for some reason.
Well, she'd have to find me first.
She'll know. I hate to say.
She wouldn't even know it's me.
If you want to try it, feel free. I don't think it's going to work the way that you think it is.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Darian is going to creep over. And so Silas, you can see Holly alone. Or with Laurent, I guess, but
Yeah, I'll head over. You guys look great. I mean, Laurent, you always look great, of course, but Holly, I love your costume. You look fantastic.
Oh, thanks. Uh, are you like a Grim Reaper or something?
I wish. No, Reese gave me this costume. I think it's a Dementor. So
I don't know what a Dementor is, but
I
it
don't
looks cool.
either. Yeah, I appreciate it. I assume the one over there dressed up like Ares is who you're going with tonight?
Yeah, and I'm currently watching this tragedy about to unfold.
you got a 19 on the stealth check.
I mean, you don't have
I
to.
can't be surprised.
Oh, this is wonderful.
I mean, I said
Don't
it.
worry, I'm sure he won't do anything too silly.
Clandestine operations.
I imagine he's got like the James Bond theme, like bum bum ba bum bum ba.
He's what he's got is we see like our camera gets a close-up shot of him going into his bag, pulling out from the side a Weasley Wizard Wheezes product that you could have purchased yourselves over the Autumn Festival, scream-inducing gas. He yanks like the pin out like it's a fucking grenade and rolls it out from underneath Thea's feet. Thea, you can feel that, like you can hear it roll into view. You kind of put your hand over your mouth, just completely instinctually, and there's a gas that looks like mist that coils up from around, and then there is a concourse of screams that happen from all around you. Anybody in the general vicinity screaming out, high pitched. Yeah. Make a charisma saving throw at advantage.
It's a great day to be a willpower div.
Kick it back towards him.
Not 20.
20.
Just like the crowd erupts with screams all around Thea, and then Thea, your foot goes to the right and stomps down on the canister. It immediately crumples up, and people regain control of their vocal cords. Shit, you can barely hear him say from behind, like, "Oh damn." You're able to turn toward him menacingly.
Darian, you will never be worth Holly. And this just proves it.
What the hell? He says, looking back toward Holly. Like, how the hell did she know I was even here?
Holly just smells, I told you so.
I think, like, he turns back to Thea, says, "Well, happy Halloween!"
It would be happier if I didn't have to talk to you.
Oh, come on, Thea. I think we must have just gotten off on the wrong foot or something.
I have seen your sins and I judge you for them.
Jesus Christ.
Holly, I always love hanging out with your friends, he says.
So do I.
Come on.
Don't do anything untoward.
Holly's like, Thea.
Levi turns to Silas, seeing him and his whole getup. Dude, cool. Where'd you get that?
Reese actually gave it to me.
Well, I think that if I were to see you and with your hood up, I might actually turn tail and run.
Yeah, thanks. I like your costume too. Looks great.
Thanks. She's like my favorite character.
That's awesome.
Turns back over toward Laurent. Do you want to come with us to get candy?
Yeah, all right.
Silas?
I'm sorry, my audio just cut out for a second. Could you repeat?
Oh, he was just like, do you want to come with us to get candy?
Yeah, I gotta take care of something in Hogsmeade first, and kind of like I want to see him look over at like Taylor.
I think that if you look over, you would see the moment that Gemma and Ernesia are showing up from behind. Gemma is dressed up as a large blue Cornish pixie, and Ernesia has on a beautiful golden sort of dress-like onesie with golden wings as a thunderbird.
Man, it's really weird seeing that out here, not back at home. Yeah, I'll definitely yeah, I'd love to come along.
Come on, we're heading off now.
Oh, he'd follow. I forgot also. Everyone would also see. Silas is also currently holding out. He's got this belt tied up tight to his wand, and he's holding it out, like taking out, like a bag of dog duty or something.
Wait, sorry, what?
Like his
What did you
wand.
say?
His wand.
Oh, it's in a bag.
Yeah, it's in like a
Gotcha.
bag. He's holding it out. Yeah, like
Lance,
Yes.
think like Reese and Thea's just reeling after the stupid Darien prank, and Reese says, "So that was my brother."
There's a lot. Yeah. I can see why it gets to you, Thea.
He's a dick.
Well, we
I would
should
have to
probably go
agree.
opposite of whatever he's doing then, if that's the reaction he's gonna get from you.
I didn't even do anything. He was the one that threw the screen canister at me.
That's fair, but still, I mean, I'm sure he wasn't expecting that kind of hostility towards him. Which I can't
Oh
say
no,
is
he expected
unwarranted,
it.
but
He
And
knows I hate him.
yeah, right. We'd actually oh damn it. Reese says, yeah, right, he'd actually get anything out of Thea. Seeing as Thea is actually fearless, according to our boggart.
uh, is it just because you can't see?
Oh, come on. It was just a
I'm
chihuahua last time. If that's all you're afraid of, you gotta only be afraid of fear itself.
I'm confused. I'm gonna be so real out of character.
So last time you did your boggart, it was just like a chihuahua.
No.
showed-
Hold on. That I think you're remembering it wrong.
Why?
That was
Oh,
Reese,
oh no, it was
wasn't it?
Reese. Sorry, I get mixed up. I remember
Projecting,
now.
are we, Reese?
What was yours, Thea?
It was like a sterile and almost hospital-like environment.
So he's like, nah. If Darian actually wanted to scare her, he'd have to dress up like a nurse. Reese says.
Right, and if he wanted to scare you, he'd have to dress up like a chihuahua.
I don't know why it was a chihuahua, but you know those things do freak me out. It's the
Enough
beady
to be
little
your
eyes.
Bogart. We should get going so that Wilfred doesn't hit all the good houses.
Good idea. We should probably not go trick-or-treating in Mexico for Reese's sake.
He's gonna push you a bit. Hey, Brett, wait up! He's gonna yell over, and Brett and Billy are up ahead. All right. You guys pass down the road. There's like dozens and dozens of lanterns all swaying on the road on the streets. And then coming into view, little lights start to glisten on the horizon. Past the forest, you find the bridge that opens up into Hogsmeade Village. And we actually do have a map that you guys can pull up for yourselves if you'd like. This is the map. We'd be coming in right from the bottom here. The village buzzes with a festive energy. Glowing jack-o'-lanterns adorn every shopfront. Light flickers across the cobblestone streets. And in the sky, imps dart about. Little wings, movements agile and whimsical. Near lamp posts, pixies shimmer. Laughter adding to the atmosphere around here. Roaming the village, you see some of the oddest costumes known to man. And then, as you see one smaller costume regurgitate a smaller version of itself, like a mushroom spawning a mushroom, you realize they might not all be costumes. Peaceful monsters of varying sizes go about the evening. You can see a one-eyed troll nods to students. A sphinx rests near Anti-Ice's glass blowers. And a flock of satyrs down by the magic neep are adding a sweet melody of tunes with flutes. Tonight, Hogsmeade is a magical spectacle filled with Halloween charm. There seems to be all sorts of different events going on, which I think probably um, Reese will bring up. See, he'll say just that. Seems to be all sorts of kind of things going on. Look, there's a little A-frame sign that has little hands pointing out in different directions. Pumpkin carving contests, haunted house tours, wand dueling demonstrations. Oh, there's a potions tasting booth.
A tasting booth.
I've always
Are they
heard the
all edible?
butterbeer, the Three Broomsticks, is to die for.
Reckon it tastes a little bit better than a than a potion, though.
Well,
Birdie
I'm
Boss might
guessing they
have
have
his
some
work
kind
cut
of
out for
weird
him.
effects.
We should go try out the potions.
I second that.
What's
At least
Reese
we can
wearing
get our.
again? Out of character. Just have to remember.
I did not.
Wasn't
You
he
did
wearing the
not say
self-portrait,
anything.
or was that Brett?
No, that was
No,
Brett.
that was Brett.
Yeah, because he would have matched with you. So he's the Mad Hatter.
Aw.
Meanwhile, Silas, you're searching for a certain shop.
Yeah, you see him. He is speed walking as fast as he can to Ollivander's.
Go ahead and make me an investigation check or perception check.
We'll do investigation. 22.
You're able to find it pretty easy. Down the high road, just as you start to reach the main thoroughfare where Hog's Breath Park lays, on the other side of Spintwitch's sporting needs, you can see the old dark oak storefront sign, Ollivanders. And outside, you can hear, Licorice wand? Here, have a quibbler. Licorice wand? Here, have a quibbler. There's a woman outside dressed in like a odd outfit with vines that trail all up her. She has like a mask on.
Huh. He'll approach. I like your costume.
Who says it's a costume? Only joking.
I'm not, sorry.
Licorice wand.
Thank you. I was wondering if you guys were actually open.
Oh, I've mostly just been dealing with the trick-or-treaters. We don't get many customers out here on Halloween.
Yeah, it's kind of a wand emergency, I guess.
Oh.
Um,
Well, one can never wait for a wand emergency, she says. She will turn around and say, Here, hold these. She's going to hand you the stack of magazines. There's a bunch of them. They're all the same issue. They are the Quibbler. Second, where I should have it here. There it is. Yeah, it's a Halloween edition of the Quibbler. On the front page, it says, How to know if your friend is a vampire. Hogwarts paintings go missing. Nargle's afoot. Is the new Hogwarts Transfiguration teacher a werewolf? Dragon sightings in the north. Hebrides Sanctuary cover-up. Halloween, how to not fall prey to the imps again this year. There's a bunch.
It- I would say out of character, is that like the National Enquirer?
No, it's so much worse. Yeah.
It's like the New York Post.
Oh
not-
no!
That's not what I was saying. Because the Inquirer is like, a rag, but this one is almost like a Bigfoot sort of level of magazine.
Oh,
It's completely untrue, all of it. To the best of anyone's knowledge.
oh boy.
What did you say your name was again?
Silas Blackthorn, ma'am.
I don't think we met, Silas. And she's going to open up the storefront with a little key. Come on in, come on.
You see, he heads on in.
When inside, she takes off her mask and places it down. She's got long, blonde hair. Her hair has been like braided, all around. He has these very, very pale blue eyes. She like turns on a few lights with her wand and clicks something over on the register and then looks back over toward you. How can I help? Is it a repair job?
No, it's this wand and I are not compatible. It was given to me as a gift, and I'll be honest with you, it's brought me nothing but trouble.
Hmm.
Not the good kind.
You can put those down now, by the way.
I love the fact he's probably still holding them.
Yeah,
Yeah. So he'll
you're
set
still
them
holding
down.
them.
Yeah, if you can see where he has like in this bag, he like sits on the counter, kind of backs away, like not too fast, but definitely more than anybody else should.
She comes back from the other side of the counter and will uh lean on the side of one of the little desks out here. The interior of this shop mimics the one in Diagon Alley that we all know and love. It looks very similar. It's a small, long shop with a deeper interior where there's a little workshop and whatnot. She holds her hand out for the wand. May I?
Yeah, please do. See the
Hmm.
guy like pushes the bag over, just
Oh, this isn't one of ours, she says. Um, 1 second. Did you get this from? Uh, I'm still, more of an apprentice, but Quiltana's.
No, I make a long story short, my paternal grandfather gave it to me when I first arrived over here in Britain. Well, in Britain.
Might be of Grigorovich make then. And she'll take a look at it if I can find it. Mhm. There it is. It's just a powerful core made of pure phoenix feather. And if I'm not mistaken, that's walnut. She gives it a little lick. Look, it's definitely walnut.
He's not gonna say anything at that point. He's just kind of like they have their way they do things, man. Like
You see, um, my master actually has a walnut wand. They're made for warriors, the kinds of people who are ready to jump into battle, the hair's breadth of notice. And this one especially is unyielding. I can imagine that if you're not suited for it, it would not expressly like you.
it has a how do I want to put it? I feel like it has I think it likes violence. Kind of the best way he's going to be able to put it. He just does not know the right words to basically say.
She'll place it down very gingerly. And you, not much of a violent type, are we?
No, I found that my spells half the time only work when I want them to harm somebody or have that feeling, which I'm very not much about at all.
New ones cost quite a bit of coin. How much do you have?
Let me think. Oh God, I think you'd have to look into. I don't remember how much his mom gave him, to be honest. It was a while ago. Oh shit!
See, the first ones are like subsidized by the government. Past
Right.
that, yep, they cost.
hmm
I've only been an apprentice for about 6 or 7 years now, so I'm still getting the hang of it. But I could potentially make you your own.
I mean, if I had the money for it, I'd be more than happy to. I don't want to. Let's see. I don't know why I didn't put that on my sheet. I'm sorry.
It's okay. You probably don't have enough.
Probably not. Yeah, we'll
We're
just go with he
talking we're
doesn't.
talking around like 10 to 15 galleons.
Oh God, yeah, you definitely wouldn't have.
Mm. Or even, oh, I know it's especially odd. You could even try making your own.
I don't have the best of luck with most magical things. I feel like that would only backfire on me, to be quite honest with you.
Well, everyone starts out as just a piece of wood from any kind of magical tree. The kinds that, what are the creatures called?
Bowtruckles.
Bowtruckle, thank you. The kinds that bowtruckles nest, and those would be best. If you find one of those, take it as a branch. Try to give us something else in return when you do so. Helps the tree continue. Then after that, well, technically you can use any magical creature's part. You can use pieces of bone, hair. Hell, I once knew of a student who used troll hair in his.
Huh. I I'll think I'll look into that. Thank you. To be quite honest, I don't even know if I want that wand back. I know I'm not in any position really
Hmm.
to even have the option of leaving it here.
So you'd like to exchange it?
If that's an option.
If you have a few galleons, I'm sure I can get something up for you.
Let's see.
You should at least have, 3 or 4.
That works. I'll give him all the. Maybe he has only like a. Let's go with 3. Maybe he only has 3, so he'll hand that over, and he's like, "This is."
She'll like
This is
count it out and go,
Yeah.
um, that'll be fine. You can tell she's giving you a discount.
Are you sure? I mean, it's your hard work.
Um,
I want to take advantage of that.
you can see at the back of the quibbler, it has like about the author, and it has a picture of a very pale blonde-haired man. Not the author, about the editor, um, Xenophilius Lovegood, and next to him in the picture, there is what probably in the picture is a much younger girl because it's like an old picture, but unmistakably, that's the woman that's in front of you.
Shit.
Luna goes into the back. See what she can find. She starts rifling through different boxes. No, not you, not you. And she eventually comes back with a few on hand. She walks them out to the front and says, here, could you just place these down on the counter for me?
Yeah,
She
he'll
kind
go.
of spills out half the boxes onto your hands. Put two over there and one over here.
Yeah.
And she
Follow
starts
them.
taking the lids off of them and presenting all of them in front of you. There's like a little array of them. All right, I got a wide array of different kinds, different temperaments, likes and dislikes. Kinds I think might be able to suit a young boy such as your age. Why don't you try over here and then work your way down? We'll see if we might be able to find a one that suits you.
I guess we'll go ahead and we'll start from the start from the end and work their way down.
All right. 1 second, please.
Mhm.
Okay. You see one covered in intricate glyphs. The wand emits a sort of faint warmth, as if radiating echoes. The countless spells that it has been used before. It looks well loved. You find another one. You can see has a rugged, earthy texture. It looks reassuringly heavy, like a steadfast companion, or some kind of shillelagh to bash one's enemy's heads in. You see another one. The handle is carved into a intricate design, like pooling smoke. The wand gives a soft, warm glow. There's another one. You see, the handle of this wand is twisted like an old vine. It gives it a rustic charm, almost calling to mind whispers of enchanted forests. Which one do you feel most connected to?
I think it'd be the rustic one. I think that immediately gives him flashbacks to his time with Veronica exploring the woods outside of Ilvermorny.
All right. You hold your hand out and take the wand between your two fingers. You feel a sort of buzz in your hand. A connection is made, tense, as if the wand itself is peering into you. All right. Whenever he's ready, she says, takes a step back. You can give her a try. And I want you to tell me what kind of memories flow through your mind right now. What kind of uh, connection to magic that you so desire so strongly?
I think his memories start with a couple of his first lessons at Overmorny. There's these. It wasn't always just dark arts. It was. Sorry. I think there was a couple of those. Oh, what was it? I'm so sorry. I think his first spells he had ever tried were actually a couple charms. He kind of found his way from charms into transfiguration, which then kind of further led him towards the jinxes, hexes, and curses. Each lesson kind of maybe one lesson particular of, oh god, I can't remember the class name for the person, but just some of these various times either in class or even outside with practicing on his own, or with Veronica or whoever else it may be, and just even flickers the times here with meeting the others here and his encounter with the boggart as well. Sorry. Though it was a bit worrying. I think his final one being of him and Lance going to find, I can't remember the character's name. Jeez Louise, I'm bad with names. Charlotte. And coming back with her safe and sound. But it's like this exude of like feeling of like just yearning for adventure and, discovering things and whatnot.
When you finally cast out, what comes out your wand is a beautiful golden light, like sparks that form in the air, twist and coalesce into a golden eagle that flies around your head 360 degrees and then up into the ceiling and disperses to a rain of sparks. Spectacular effect. I think you found it.
Thunder and lightning.
May not have the same kind of feel as your last one, but hopefully this one will bear with you a greater connection. That one specifically was made about 200 years ago. Been sitting in a box ever since. Sycamore. You see, sycamores, they love going on quests. They love experience, and often lose their brilliance if used in mundane activities. But I would be careful on that end. There has been a non-zero chance that it may combust if allowed to become bored. You leave it for too long, get it to fetch your slippers a dozen or so times. It might just reject you. Sycamore looks for a curious owner, vital and adventurous. But if he can find it, demonstrates a highly prized capacity to learn and adapt. The core itself is made of dragon heart string. Strong. Those bond strongly to the current owner. And unlike your last one, she puts her hand out for your wand to take it. She
Definitely.
swishes it through the air, and you can literally hear it whip. That kind of like swish swish sound. And you can see the length bend a bit. Slightly swishy. Now more unyielding.
I can't thank you enough.
Oh, it was a one emergency, wasn't it?
It
She
was.
takes her mask and places it back on. Oh, and I think this earns you 2 licorice buns. She's going to hand you 2 of them.
I'll happily take those.
Here, I'll see you out.
Yeah.
She walks you out of the establishment, and as she makes sure that her jack-o'-lantern is lit up properly, she Akios the magazines and places them back and looks back. Happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween. He goes back to go looking for the group. Like, I think there's just this look of just like, I think from what the others possibly seen before to kind of paint for everybody, back on that train, that look of just like that awe and excitement in his eyes, I think is returned once more.
I also have your new one stats. Now you have to remember that these are the one stats at base. Your bonuses that you've added would be added on top of what this is in their proper
Okay.
places.
Okay.
Also remember that there is a maximum of +5, so if there's anything that makes it above 5, then you'll have to just redistribute those points elsewhere.
Okay.
All right. I just want to get some water before we do the next scene, so I'll be right back.
And the spooky thing is that Alex was never seen again after that point.
Thank you guys
Everyone
for
was
sitting
left in
through that.
wonder.
I'm sorry that took so long.
No, it's
No, you're
fine.
good.
It was a fun scene.
Twice
Oh, it's
y'all see-
unacceptable that you interrupted my joke, but it's okay.
I had to figure out. I don't remember. I know the last time I think put it in through the bot. I don't remember how. So I'm maybe I'll wait till break and see if
You can edit the spells page, and you can update it that way. The right or your bonuses in the left.
Yeah, if you go onto the
okay.
website, you can just do it on the website instead of doing it via chat.
Okay. Is the D for transfigurations or what's that one? Is that dark?
That's divinations.
Divination, sorry. Okay.
TCHD, and then is it J?
I think yeah,
I guess Jinx.
which is fine.
All right, I am back. I have my water.
Yippee!
Great scene, by the way.
Thought you turned into a mermaid like H2O.
Yeah. Clear!
Oh no, Cleo.
Oh no.
That's so snotty. It's not even close.
Oh
I'd say
no.
apologies to the Australians, but at least for me,
They
the
deserve
Australians
it.
have like this one-sided beef with Americans now, so I have no idea what's going on there.
It's just really easy to hate Americans, I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
It's a
It should be a beef
non-American.
against England because they're the ones that sent the prisoners to the island.
Listen, one of my
had
ancestors
nothing to
was
do with
sent
it.
to Australia as a prisoner, and the crazy part is they came back, which is
Why would they do that?
I don't know.
Because they're like,
They
bro, I think-
literally they got sent to Australia as a prisoner, then they got married to an Australian woman and brought her back to England, which is just cursed, right?
she's like, where's the fucking spiders at, bro?
Yeah, but it is great because I do get to say I had an ancestor that survived living in Van Dieman's Land, which is now known as Tasmania.
Jesus Christ.
Hey. Laurent. You travel the streets of the high road, stopping by different places. Trick or treat! And you guys get filled to the brim with different candies in your bags. Laurent, tonight something feels different. Very, very different. You pass by others on the road. you can see a female ghost meeting up with what looks to be a man in a vampire costume. The vampire says, "Delor, darling, you don't look a day over 300. You say that every year, Leviticus. And every year when I get to see your smiling face, I am blessed once again. Oh, you big flirt." They say back. It's there's like a buzz in the air. You feel it on your fingertips. You feel a greater sense of groundedness. Like the ground is literally more real. Like you could sink your feet into it if you really needed to.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Laurent, he's kind of like, he's like soaking it all in. He's like looking around and like he's kind of taking these like deep breaths. He kind of sees everything, and he kind of gets the sense that he feels more like he belongs out here than he normally does. Where he always has that thing in the back of the mind where something just feels very, very wrong that he can't really put his finger on because denial isn't just a river in Egypt.
There is another effect as well, because as you head north around Charmweaver's Bend, Levi is like, "Oh, let's head into the Three Broomsticks. I want to try a butterbeer for the first time."
Are you sure you should be drinking at your young age? And he's gonna like tap him on the forehead.
Well, I don't think it's actually alcoholic.
I know, I just wanted a reason to be annoyed at you. I guess we can. It's fine.
Do you find it easier to be annoyed at me than happy with me?
I just like being annoyed at anyone, honestly. It's just fun to,
You and every
have
other
an excuse to
Slytherin.
berate them. Sorry, what did he say?
He said you and every other Slytherin.
I mean, yeah, it's what we do. You like being annoyed at people as well. I see it all the time.
I'm not sure if I would say I like being annoyed at them. I just constantly am in the presence of Gemma Drayton.
He like opens his mouth to speak and then he just kind of tilts his head, like nods.
As he crosses the threshold into the Three Broomsticks, and as you move to do so, there is a sudden like wave of nausea that comes over you. You feel like this repulsion. And nearby, a very huge jack-o'-lantern sits outside the Three Broomsticks. Laurent, make me a Constitution saving throw.
Absolutely. Allow me to open the website real quick. All right, Constitution saving throw, you said?
Yep.
I got a 2.
Yeah. Laurent, you double over in this nausea and this wave, nearly like coming down onto one knee, and you have to stumble backward onto your ass to get away. Well, Laurent, are you okay? Levi will come down, offer you his hand, and it does work. He's able to help you up to
Yeah.
your feet.
Yeah, I'm okay. I just think I don't know. I feel like I got barred from there at some point, and now like I'm like cursed if I ever try and enter. I can't really remember. I think it was because I said I could make a better like cottage pie than them or something. Definitely something like that. And he's like averting his eyes because he's embarrassed.
Levi's gonna make an insight check because you're obviously lying out of character.
Because he caught me one
Make
of
a
my
deception check.
trademark lies. Yeah, okay. $19. It was
Ooh,
a food-based lie, so it's more believable.
Levi kind of looks a little confused. You've been here before? For most of us, it's our first time.
Yeah, I mean, I snuck out because I wanted to see what the cuisine was like around here one time, and honestly, I was very, very disappointed. So, I mean, I didn't try the butterbeer, but maybe that's like worth it. Like,
They
maybe you
put
could
like a
get some and
whole
like
hex
bring it
on
out
just to
here.
stop you from coming in here? That's ridiculous.
I'm very disagreeable sometimes, I guess. Like, I mean, you know what I'm like when it gets heated, I do tend to really stick my foot in the ground and refuse to hear reason. So it's probably my own fault, honestly.
Well, if you had a criticism of their cooking, I'd probably say you're the one in the right. That's okay. You know what? Maybe I'll grab something and I'll come out. Okay.
Yeah, I'll just wait here. I'm sure I can meet some like cool people out here. Like it's probably like I don't know. Maybe there's like a real ghost, so I can help disprove the notion that I am a ghost that people keep saying I am. That would be nice. We could compare and contrast between me and him.
Sure. You go make friends. I'll be right back. The Three Broomsticks is a huge establishment. Like very, very tall roof, nearly rivaling the ones that are even up the hill from it. You can see windowsill after windowsill, some of them lit up from the people that call it home, because it is also like an inn. It's called the Three Broomsticks Inn. And from inside, you see that amber glow of people calling out, laughing with each other. And you there's so many voices all around. You don't know what the hell that was, but it's just this wave of uncomfortable feelings, as if someone was trying to literally push you out of the entrance. Um, comes over you. Some people walk past. You can hear a conversation. Hopefully that winged nuisance doesn't show up again. What? No. Haven't you heard? Huh? It was caught last night. Eh, seriously? Oh, thank goodness. Dragon catchers found it up by the Shaking Shack. So close to the village. What would it be doing up there? They walk past and into the Three Broomsticks. Laurent, I think that there might be a wave of feelings, uncomfortable feelings that come over you due to this effect that it's had. Um, I'll show you on the map. You're like right here. So you've got Hog's Breath Park over here, where there's like a big group of people carving jack-o'-lanterns. Silas would be getting out of Ollivanders back here. You've got this actually isn't Weasley Wizard Wheezes yet. It is it's abandoned Zonkos right now, and there's stairs that lead up into the high road. What do you do?
I think Laurent is gonna wander into the park a little bit and just kind of see what people are doing with the jack-o'-lanterns, like just kind of see who's around.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You meander your way over there. You can see a huge mound of pumpkins have been brought in. Hagrid's here. Oh, 2 galleons. That one will be yours. There you go, little girl. And he's like gives this little 6-year-old girl like a little pumpkin to carve, and there's tables that have been set up outside, and big cauldrons for putting the guts in and whatnot. People are carving away. There's a little contest where people are putting up their pumpkins onto a big backdrop and lighting them up with little candles. And as you're walking through here, a kid walks by like, "Mom, look, I put a tongue on mine!" And they walk past, and you get that wave of nausea again. And it pushes you away from this little kid that runs past you. And as you get closer to the park, you feel that this foreboding feeling, something like a weight on your shoulders and on your spine and on your chest and on your back, pulling you down toward the ground and pushing you away from the park.
Yeah, I think after a little bit of that, Laurent will kind of like stop and have like hands on knees, like very heavy breathing, and just go, I can't believe they're gonna make me hit pumpkins. And he's gonna like start trying to like make his way like back, like kind of get away from that feeling again.
Laurent, I'd like you to make an intelligence saving throw.
Excellent. This one I might actually succeed at. I got a 15.
Okay. There's something that eats away at the back of your mind. Yesterday, you get, for some reason that you're not able really to come to terms with, you get visions, falling rocks, crushing of bone and limb. And just as you feel like you're going to be sick, you hear Levi over your shoulder. Hey, Laurent, got you one. Got extra whipped cream on it.
Oh, thank you.
Well, you look like you just saw a ghost. Wait, did you? He looks around.
Yeah, it had very sharp fangs, and I don't know. It was definitely like one of the weirder ghosts I've seen. Not like one of the ones at Hogwarts.
Laurent, that's a vampire.
No, it was like also a ghost. Maybe it was like Nosferatu or something.
And he hands you the what is it called?
Butterbeer.
The butterbeer, yeah. There. Bottoms up.
And the devil laughs.
And he will take a big inspiration.
I'm so sorry.
Inspiration, Ito.
You know. But yeah, he'll drink it down. He'll say, "I think I hate jack-o'-lanterns." Have you ever had this feeling?
What? My dad and I make jack-o'-lanterns every year. He gets kind of crazy with it, though.
Have you considered that?
What's your beef with jack-o'-lanterns? He says, as you guys start to walk, like up the high road in a way from Hogsbreath Park.
I just don't like them. I keep seeing them, and I'm put off by them. There's I don't know. I think that they're inherently evil. There we go. They're not gonna make it.
Maybe we should smash a few.
No, that's a great idea.
No, I was joking.
You, Levi.
People work hard on jack-o'-lanterns. You can't just smash them.
They're gonna rot in like a day anyway. You're basically you're sticking a knife into a mutilating a corpse every time you carve a jack-o'-lantern. You know that, right?
Oh, that's disgusting. Don't.
It is disgusting, and you did it. So
I'm gonna throw up on you.
Do not throw up on me. It'll ruin my costume.
Oh. Looks like there's gonna be no trick-or-treating here. He walks up to the doors of a old building. It's a corner building, on the corner of the high road in Charmweaver's Bend. Big thing. You can see a place where a sign has been taken down, and the you can see like the sun-bleached outline of Zunkos on the underside. He gives like a knock. Anyone home? Tries to look through the window. There is no jack-o'-lantern up front.
It looks pretty decrepit to me. I don't know if anyone lives here. Or if they do, they have really low standards, so they probably don't have good candy.
You press over toward the window, place your hand on it, and your hand goes through. Oh.
I'm sure to someone else that'd be a lot more shocking.
Levi's gonna grab your shoulder and pull you back. Laurent, that's trespassing.
I didn't mean to. They shouldn't have had such thin walls.
He's gonna roll his eyes. Come on. And he'll
I'm
walk you
coming.
down to Pottage's Cauldron Shop to do some more trick-or-treating.
He will follow along and not think about anything that's happened. He'll be completely safe from this knowledge.
There is sort of, I would say, with that 15, if you want to continue the way you were going, you need to fail it. You barely succeeded, and so that's going to be a mind worm just drilling its way.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
The best part about being in denial about something is when it eats away at you slowly, despite all evidence.
Lance.
Yes.
You are able to catch up with Brett and Billy, who are up here, as well as Drusilla. They are moving up the high road and past Cadigan Plaza. I'm just saying, like, doesn't it kind of defeat the purpose of Halloween if we're going to go buy our own candy? Yeah, but everyone always gets the crap stuff, Brett says. Like last year, I can't tell you how many candy corn I got. Who even likes candy corn? Bailey looks like very the kid caught with the candy in the candy jar. You can tell she likes it.
Well, obviously people like it or they wouldn't make it anymore.
That's what you think. Well, I mean, there is a reason why, like, Muggles, for instance, they use keyboards on their new electronics, and they're still set up like typewriters.
I'm lost. How does this relate to
Oh,
candy
sorry,
corn?
Professor Milne was telling me about it, about old redundancies that still make their way into the modern ethos. Okay, we don't need to have this conversation during Halloween, Drusilla says.
Put the book away.
And then I think Drusilla, I think you guys go off and get a few more candies. And Drusilla will look at you on your side. You're not sure what she's looking at, but the moment you look at her, she looks away. Honeydukes.
I'll squint and eye her.
The facade of Honeydukes is one of gaudy proportions. There is sort of this teal green color that is painted on the side of it. It's a huge fucking building, which let me show you, of course. It's right past here, past Hengus Square, where Honeydukes sits. The inside the glass, you can see like colored shapes and whatnot. You can see smoke rising up from smokestacks in the back. Drusilla says, I heard a few years back there were like 3 kids that went missing in here. Drusilla, don't do that. You know, it always freaks me out. Billy says back. Brett's like, I heard about that. Yeah, they searched the factory for like a whole month. Multiple times. Never found an inch of them. Brett, you stop it now. You stop it. Inside, there is like black and white checkered floors, and there is so many people in here right now. There is candy sales going on, and every purchase of like a large enough size comes with a free chocolate frog, which is one of the big reasons why people are making so many purchases. You can see your other friends that are running around, going to the Droobles and Acid Pops, the Licorice Wands, and the Candy Floss, Tooth Splintering Strong Mints, Skeletal Sweets, and whatnot. Just don't get lost, Drusilla says to the two of them as they walk off. She looks back over toward you.
Not interested in the festivities.
Are you kidding me? Halloween's my favorite. Always has been. I think it's a good time of the year to weed out old traumas.
Fair enough. What's your trauma? I'll flip it back on you since you asked me when I got here.
She like stands there, a little stunned for a second. I mean, she's going to lunge forward and grab your sword. She unsheathes it from the side.
It's just a handle.
Oh, come on! I knew it! I fucking knew it!
Why would I need a sword when my wand is right here?
Lame! Lame! Lance! Come up with a real sword. She throws the handle at you. It's not that hard, you know.
It's not, but my brother broke it, so here we are. Wasn't worth the hassle to make another.
Here. She goes into her bag and pulls out like a metal chain that she's got. I was gonna use this as part of my costume, but it didn't work out. Vergaverto. And you watch it form into a silver dagger. There.
Ooh.
She kind of throws it up in the air and catches it by the blade and hands it to you from the handle.
You need to learn some blade safety. I'll take it from her. Sharpened goes away from you.
I don't live with my parents. To answer your question.
Is there a reason?
Probably. She says a little cryptically. You get the sense that she's definitely salty about it. And that if there's a reason, it's her parents' reason. She starts walking through Honeydukes to find some candy.
I'll follow after.
Whoa. Do you think they're real mice? I mean, that wouldn't be right, right? You can see she's looking at ice mice, which is a like popsicle that has a mouse in it.
It can't be a real mouse. I don't think people would buy them and eat them if they were real.
I'm gonna get one anyway.
Are you hoping it's real? Is that why?
It would be kind of gruesome, wouldn't it?
Well, only if you feel the squelch when you bite in.
Well, I am a vampire, she says, and shows her like fake fangs.
A more fitting snack for a creature.
You see a much more fitting thing for a vampire, and that is a blood flavored lollipop. The like little balled lollipops.
Pick one up and show her. I think this might suit your tastes more.
They actually taste like blood. She looks a little incredulous at you and takes it in her hand, looks down at it.
I'll get this one.
You're gonna get some?
Yeah, why not? If you chicken out, I'll finish it.
I'm not gonna chicken out. Candy's probably like my favorite thing to have. It's barely even food. It's just kind of flavoring, you know?
I didn't know you were such a child at heart, Drusilla.
Well, I don't have the same issues that Saoirse has. She has candy and she's bouncing off the walls for until 4 a.m. every day.
Maybe a well-placed Petrificus totalis will help you sleep better.
Why? Are you volunteering?
Hmm. Why not?
Deal. You guys go up and buy your stuff. Actually, I think there's like nearby. There's an explosion. There's a rain of chocolate balls that go bouncing all around and gumdrops from the side. You can hear a little kerfuffle and a scream. Oh, so sorry, terribly sorry. And Brett's there with Billy, and he's like helping her pick them up. Oh my gosh, can't take him anywhere. Okay.
Sorry, could you repeat that last part?
Drusilla says, oh my gosh, can't take them anywhere.
Well, it wouldn't be fun if we couldn't do that.
She buys a few ice mites, blood-flavored lollipops. There's a bunch of other ones. Why don't you go ahead and roll me 3d44?
You and your made-up dice numbers.
That's right.
28, 36, and 5. Total of 69.
28. You're able to... Oh, you find pepper imps. They come in like a little bag. They're tiny little black imp, like... I'd say they're like crumbly candies. And you're supposed to put them on your tongue and just eat them whole. You also find skeletal sweets, which are these little like skeletons. They stick all together, but they're made of chocolate, like hard white chocolate. So that was 28, 36, and what?
5.
And 5. And then you're able to get a few cauldron cakes, which are like a basically like a chocolate lava cake.
Love that.
But the chocolate in the center that oozes out is so the exterior chocolate like brownie is like a dark black. And then the stuff that oozes out is a like a cream. And it's colored green in bubbles.
Interesting.
And then you also get a chocolate frog. So if you'd like to roll 1d101, you can see what you get.
All right. 56.
6. Can you roll another one for me for Drusilla?
Sure.
Oh, nice.
21.
21. So I got yours. You got a really good one. It's not gold, but it's a good one. Sending now. Who the hell is this guy? She says, Lord Stoddard Withers? I've literally never seen this man in my life. Apparently he bred winged horses. She like throws the card on the ground. As for you, you got Gideon Crumb, which is the bagpipe players for the he's the bagpipe player for the Weird Sisters. Very popular band.
Oh.
Well, no way, you got
wonder-
Gideon Crumb.
I'm not much of a fan myself, but he does look
She
rather
looks back,
dashing.
runs back, and picks up the card. Well, then you won't have an issue trading me, right?
I don't know. I'll have to think on that one.
Oh, come on. The Weird Sisters are one of my favorite bands, always has been. I mean, I take inspiration when it comes to my band whenever we play.
You have a band?
No. She
Oh,
looks like a deer caught in the headlights.
if I could have seen your band play, maybe I would have given this to you at your rehearsal.
Well, we don't play all the time.
I'll wave
It's
it
sort of like
around in front of my face. Just burning a hole in my pocket.
if I promise to give you sort of front row seats to my terrible performances, you'll give me the card?
Of course. That's a promise.
All right. She'll take the card and she says, Birds of Prey is going to be probably playing later tonight, actually. You can't tell anybody.
Oh, are you disguised?
We have costumes.
Different from the one you're wearing now.
Yeah.
I won't tell a soul.
Gives a little nod. And offers you a pinky. For like a pinky swear.
I'll pinky swear, sure. Wouldn't
All
dare
right.
tell another soul.
And you guys hang out for a little while later until she eventually has to go and get ready for said show that'll be taking place in Hog's Breath Park. Okay. Holly!
Hello.
You and Darian have been walking down the streets. Ooh, let's go this way. Low road.
What's down there?
Well, there's Druid's Grove, Low Road, and Charmweaver's Bend. They all have a bunch of houses, mostly. You get up into the north, and it's just a bunch of businesses.
Oh, okay.
You guys walk together down the low road, past Mr. Gale's Stargazing Emporium, and down from Oakenstaff's Old Oddities. And suddenly you're in this quaint little neighborhood. There's rows and rows of houses, some that look alike, some that look different. They have frost that gathers up on the corners of the buildings, and there's little streamers of lights that come in between their rooftops. You feel almost down in a great cut crevasse. And the low road is called the low road for a reason. It actually declines down the hill. And in the distance, you can see at the corner of the low, at the central point of this whole neighborhood, there is a tall tower, probably 90 or so feet tall, and it has streamers that come down and attach to the rooftops of all the buildings all around it.
Oh, what's that?
Uh, oh, I went up at one time. I was pretty young though. I think they shut it down 2 years back.
Oh, it does look closed.
You ever think about You know, when you're all big and grown and where you'll live. Do you imagine some of the people we might know today will be living in these houses, living their lives?
I never thought about it. I guess because I mean I've lived my entire life in the more the Muggle side, so I don't know.
And here we are. He stops at a certain house. You guys have been stopping by getting candy at house here, house there. But this one he stops poignantly at. His little smile on his face.
Where are we?
A very, very important place. Probably, in my opinion, the most important home in all of Hogsmeade. He goes into his bag and pulls out a jar of green liquid. Here, this one's yours.
Oh, what? What is this?
He unscrews the top of his. The best slime that money can buy. He uses his wand casting Turgio, and it kind of like slicks out of the jar and creates this long trail up to his wand. You ever been to the library? He says almost
Yeah,
rhetorically.
of course. What?
You happen to know of the really surprisingly mean woman that calls that place home?
Madam Pence?
That's the one. Surprisingly, she doesn't just power down at the end of the day at her seat. She does actually live somewhere. He turns toward the house.
Period. No.
Oh, why? You scared to live a little?
This is our house.
Yeah, and she's literally a menace to everybody who has a book a week or two late.
I mean, yeah. You're supposed to keep them in on time. There are other students that might need them.
Is that what Colin tells you?
Why would it matter what Colin tells me?
You know, he's like a little goody two shoes. Am I to understand that he's been filling your head with little goody two shoes things? He says and pokes your head.
I fill my own head with things.
On three? Oh, come on.
Fine.
You seriously can't tell me that she's never rustled your gears before. Just think about that. Think about all the times that you've seen her scream at some little second year because they couldn't get their stuff in on time, or storm down the stairs scaring to death a first year who dared to laugh or have any amount of fun in her room. Just think about that.
Fine. Fine.
You got one? Help me.
Tell you what.
What you've seen of her. The one that stuck with you.
She has she has yelled at a lot of she did yell at this group of first years, and they really weren't doing anything wrong. They were just studying, and then they got a little loud with their studying, but they were still talking about the material, so it wasn't that bad. They would have quieted right down.
There you go. There you go. Hold on to that. Ready? On 3 then. 1, 2,
Two.
Sergio! Oh, and he's going to flick his wand out, and long strings of goop slap, and cover the side of the building.
I don't think Holly. Hold on. Oh, she does have Tergia. Okay, good. Good. So she will also do that.
Holly, please make me a charisma saving throw.
A charisma save? Her charisma's not bad. 18.
All right. So as you flick off your wand and all that goes spraying under the side of the building, and you are amped up by him thinking about her screaming at these little kids. It almost feels absolving, like a washing clean by getting this dirty. The side of the building is caked in green fluid, and you can't help but find a feeling of exhilaration in it all. It's gonna take her a month to get that off.
We should get out of here just in case she's here.
And sure enough, the top floor light turns on.
Go.
Who's out there? Oh! You damn kids! She's yelling back. He grabs your hand, and you guys run to the tower. To the tower.
Okay.
Him and you run up to the side of the tower. You find a door that has been long since closed, and there is a sign on it that says foreclosed building. Not foreclosed. What would be the name? What would be the word? It's not foreclosed. It's condemned. Condemned building. And he casts out a window, and it breaks the door open. He shuts it behind the two of you, and you guys go running up to the top of the tower. Halfway up, you stop and can see there's like a window that peers down, and Madame Pince is currently out on the street in like her nightie with her wand drawn and is trying to find these kids. Okay, I take back everything I ever said about you.
What do you mean? What have you said about me? Oh, that I'm
Just
a goody
laughs
two
that off.
shoes?
Yeah, definitely not that anymore. Eh?
I'm not. Well,
There
I'm
is
not.
a creaking noise and a snap as the wood coiling staircase that you're on, up one of the wood boards, snaps in half. Holly, make me a dex save.
That ain't good. All right. That's a nat 1.
Well, that's good, because Darian got a 17. Whoa, Holly! He's immediately going to grab on to you. He's able to wrap his arm around like your forearm, and he hoists you back up onto the stairs. Oh, you okay?
Okay.
Aching.
All right. I didn't know this place was literally falling apart.
Are you okay?
I'm okay. I didn't. It's a long way down. Thank you. Thank you.
Reparo, he says, and it'll come back together. Oh, we're almost at the top. And we'll fade from that scene. Thea,
Hi.
you and Reese are moving along the high road. Reese seems enamored with everything that's all around here. This is, I don't know. I just, is it weird to say that I'm like excited?
It's not weird. That's perfectly normal.
You can see his feet. One of his legs is like kind of pounding, tapping on the ground. He looks like a dog that's like happy to go on a walk. Wait, where are we going first? You want to go to the Hogsmeade Community Garden? Are we gonna go to uh, Three Broomsticks? Maybe get a butterbeer. Maybe we can go by the Whistwater Falls. Oh, the cemetery!
The cemetery?
Yeah, I hear there's a lot of ghosts out there tonight.
I've always wanted to meet a ghost outside of Hogwarts. The ones in there get kind of boring after a while.
Have you ever heard of the Shrieking Shack?
It's the haunted house, right?
The most haunted place in all of Great Britain.
Really? Did a lot of people die there or something?
Honestly, I don't really know. Just like realizes right in this moment that he has no idea why it would be the most haunted place in all of Great Britain. But it just is.
Well, we can go there, and if we meet a ghost in there, then we can ask it.
Oh, no, actually meet a ghost? No, thank you. I mean, the ones in the castle are one thing. Wild ghosts, they can actually harm you.
What, do you think they're gonna make fun of you?
No, I think they're gonna hurt you.
She'll, like, take his hand and give it a squeeze. That is very considerate of you. However, I will make sure not to be hurt by any ghosts.
And Thea, what would you like to do? Obviously, you've been having those premonitions. I don't know. I don't know what you want to get done tonight.
Um, that's a great question. What's over by Whistwater Falls?
So there's Dogbeat and Deathcap, which has its own like haunted house that's going on right now. The over by the Lone Boatman, they're doing spooky stories out on boats. I think Brood and Peck probably is having a specter like exhibit for specter type creatures, and there is the bridge that goes north to head over to Upper Hogsfield. And of course, there's the falls themselves.
I think she will opt to go to the Brood and Peck Spectre exhibit. But on the way there, she'll ask Reese to keep an eye out for anything that's like I don't want to say large, but like
What do you mean?
I
Reese asks.
like
I mean, there's lots of large things. I saw a froghemoth back there somewhere.
no, like a scarecrow.
Scarecrow. Oh, I know where that is. It's
Really?
not far. Yeah, well, my family comes here every year.
Is there usually a large scarecrow?
He'll grab your hand. You walk past Wispwater Falls. This little place right here. The water's coming down over here and gurgling on the surface. There's a few boats out right now, and the water coils down through the river. He takes you down toward Hengus Square, a large open space. There's people out here. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll put it here. There's a stage set up right now in Hengus Square. You can hear music going on right now, and like a band just comes to an end. Um, you can hear the announcer calling out and saying, "Thank you, everybody!" And that was Pickled Red. Very experimental stuff. Like, give him a round of applause, shall we? And on the right hand side, kind of right where this circle is on this map, you can see a large old oak tree that stands in the center of the square. There is a set of pumpkins and gourds and whatnot, little crates that speckle up around a huge scarecrow, the same one that you've been seeing this whole time. It stands with his arms out, kind of leaning on a great scythe that's up here, and people are just walking right past it. You can see some people are getting like pictures with it. Yeah, they put it up every year.
Does it words. Does it seem off to you or anything? I saw it in divinations and it wasn't
As you are halfway through your sentence, somebody walks past and bashes straight into the side of you. A group of men. Hey, watch it! You hear the one say back.
Sorry, sir, I can't really watch it.
Yeah, she's blind, you dickwad! Reese says back.
She asked for no pickles.
Ooh, looks like this little puppy's got some bite, isn't he? Leave him alone. Let's just go celebrate. Deal with hogs or Hogwarts students. You can see kind of the leader of the group walks past. Reese eyes him up and down. He whispers to you. He's wearing dragon armor. Looks real.
Dragon armor?
Yeah.
Why would you need dragon armor?
Yeah, you better run, Reese says back. The one looks back at him and like lunges forward for a second, and Reese actually gets freaked out. He like kind of jumps back a bit. The guy laughs at him and they leave.
Dragon armor. Why would somebody be wearing dragon armor? Can I like make a history of magic check? Yep. Yeah. It's not going to be a great check, but it'll be a check. 18.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Okay, 18. So dragon armor is not often used by wizards. It can be large and clunky, but the one thing that it really is good at is it's able to deflect dragon breath weapon attacks. So like the flame breath and stuff, that is gonna have a much reduced effect on somebody wearing that kind of armor. It is most employed by dragon catchers, and dragonologists. Less by dragonologists, though. Mostly by the kinds of people that are employed to catch dragons. They used to be employed to kill them, like, maybe 40 or so years ago, but that practice kind of went down once the dragon population really died off.
Dragons in Hogsmeade. Have you heard anything about dragons here?
Well, just from the Quibbler. You know how they are.
As in the Lovegoods magazine.
Yeah. There was a whole issue about Hebrides Sanctuary. Yeah, they're covering up released dragons. Whole slew of them, apparently. Ooh. I mean, if there were like dozens of dragons that were released into the wild out here, I'm pretty sure people would see it in the sky.
Right. That would make sense, wouldn't it? I think she's kind of just gonna nervously laugh. She's not entirely convinced that this could be the thing she saw.
You feel a heat begin to rise from wherever you keep the orb. Where would that be? Your bag?
That would deadass just be in her dress pocket.
Yep. So you can feel a heat on your thigh.
Reese, is there any alleyway or anything nearby that we can duck into really quick?
Yeah. He finally finds one over by Honeydukes. Why?
I need to do something. Just really quick.
Well, Thea, I mean, it's Halloween. You probably shouldn't go into like dark alleys.
Then come with me.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Reese is scared.
I promise you, your boggart won't jump out and start barking words.
As long as you promise. That's weird, by the way. That whole thing. I've never really been like scared of chihuahuas. In fact, I was more worried it was gonna um
You
you
were
guys
worried
find
it was
yourself
gonna.
in the alleyway now.
You were worried it was gonna be a werewolf.
What?
I don't blame you. They are quite ferocious looking.
Have you had that downtime?
I believe so. Let me double check really quick to see how far downtimes I've gotten. Da, da, da. I think I've only gotten the first one.
Oh. So okay, wonderful then. So he'll go, how did you know?
There's this thing that I guess figured out just then that I could do. He seemed really freaked out about the boggart and everything. Seemed worried that people were seeing it.
Well, I mean, if it was what I thought it was going to be, I wouldn't want anyone else to see that. I I don't know how to talk about it, mostly.
You don't have to.
I'm glad it was just a chihuahua.
I'm glad it was too. She'll take the orb out of her pocket.
You can see, or actually, you actually can see that it is glowing.
Whoa!
It's pulsating with energy right now, like you're on the tip of something. Reese notices. Whoa! Has he been in on that? I don't think he knows.
No, he was not in on
Yeah.
that.
What the hell is that thing?
You know how seers have their crystal balls?
Yeah, that's one freaky crystal ball.
It's more of a very highly concentrated crystal ball. In my opinion, at least. She's actually quite nice when she's not screaming. She'll she'll
He
try
looks
to
very concerned.
she'll brush her hands over the runes on it to try to figure out which one to like focus on.
What are you doing?
It wants to tell me something.
And there is a bright flash again. You find yourself placed directly back where you are. So suddenly you're able to actually see not Honeydukes, fuck, what's the village called? Hogsmeade. You're able to
Hogsmeade.
see Hogsmeade. And Reese was in the vicinity. So he's brought right in there with you. What's going on?
Calm down. Breathe.
This is weird. Why is everyone just stuck? You can see the crowd is just like mid-movement right now.
It's
As if
sort of
stuck in
like
a moment.
being behind the scenes in a puppet show.
Thea?
Mm-hmm.
I see us. He seems really freaked out. Standing at the base of the thing, was it the scarecrow? You can see you holding in your hand the orb. Reese next to you looks very concerned and looking toward you. He's got a hand on your kind of elbow. The two of you are just standing at the base of that thing.
This was where I stopped last time. When I saw it the first time, I wasn't sure what was happening.
As you get closer,
Yeah, I
the
was just about to say.
the orb begins to shake bit by bit, and you begin to see the scene start to move. Very, very slowly, you can see you with Reese put a hand on his hand, as if reassuringly, and then hold on to the orb in your hand and raise it up high. You shut your eyes tight, and there is a bright golden blast. And once again, it stops there. You see that silhouette. The silhouette, the center of that explosion, is you.
The distraction.
Reese
And
looks like he's still trying to piece things together.
The scarecrow coming to life was meant to be a distraction.
And then the explosion ends, like, and you begin to see the scarecrow click to life, now imbued with magic, with a bit of sentience. You see it click its limbs back into place, and other things that are around you that have faces also animate. All of the jack-o'-lanterns begin to move, their faces, little legs sprouting out the bottoms. You can see over at Gladbrag's Wizardwear, the like mannequins in the windows begin to move, and there's people who screaming. People are being chased off now by jack-o'-lanterns, and this big thing pushes its whole body and snaps the ropes that are holding it to a pike, and begins to stomp through the square, laughing maniacally like the spirit of Halloween itself. Why? This is a hell of a lot more than just a crystal ball. Thea, what is that? What was that? What is this happening?
In second year, me, Holly, Laurent, and some other friends of ours, we fell down a hole into the underdungeon somewhere beneath the school itself and found this. It's some sort of powerful divination artifact. I'm not exactly certain.
You're keeping secrets from me.
Not purposely, I don't know the full extent of it.
I guess I've been keeping secrets from you too. He looks at you like he doesn't know who you are.
Don't look at me like that, please.
Explain to me what's going on.
I
Explain to me
don't
so I
even
can
know what's going
understand.
on.
There's flames that wreathe up on one side. People are terrified. People run for their lives from this thing. You don't see it necessarily actually hurt anybody, but it does deal some damage to the buildings. Horrors come in and try to handle and quell the crazed outlash, and students run to the hills. And make me a perception check, Thea.
Is this a disadvantage?
No.
Word. Okay, if I can like actually type, that would be really helpful right now. I'm gonna lucky this. I'm gonna lucky this again.
Mhm.
13.
Okay. You feel a rush of wind overhead. You hear the howling of great black wings that cast overhead. Reese recoils. The hell's that? No one else seems to notice it, but you notice just the tail end glimpse of a large Hybridian black dragon that flies overhead and flies away from the crazy commotion.
The dragon. The dragon's a real problem. This is a distraction or diversion or something. I understand it now.
Reese starts to piece it together. This is weird. This is really weird. Well,
The dragon catchers, the dragon they caught must not be completely dead than if it's flying in the vision.
Then this. Are you gonna do this?
Not if I can help it. I don't want people to be terrified, but if it stops a dragon from descending onto Hogsmeade, might be worth it.
And he swallows. And that's where we'll take our break.
Wahoo!
Hello, we are back. Everyone sound off?
We're so back.
We're so back. Probably.
All right.
We're so back, maybe.
Wonderful, wonderful. Still waiting on 2 people. Banshee, Ryan.
Shady's back.
Perfect. Lance?
He said I'm here in chat.
Okay. I think because it's important, Thea, we're going to return right back to the scene with you as the orb fails and all of that disappears. The 2 of you guys stand there for a minute in the alleyway, breathing heavy. What do we do?
You said the Quibbler had things on dragons, didn't you?
Yeah. The Hybridian sanctuary on the Hybridian Isles. They apparently had a breakout. Dragons escaped.
So we should
Might not have been
so we
12.
should try
Could have been something, though.
so we should try to cut off the problem at the source rather than traumatize thousands of people. At
Well,
least.
the Hybridian sanctuaries, like, out in the ocean. It's in the Hybridian Isles. It's so far away.
Maybe someone's heard something about where they might be keeping it if those dragon catchers we saw. If they're truly dragon catchers, then it must be close.
Right then. You want to go find a dragon? What do we do when we find it? I'm sorry if I offended you. I just, I'm a little scared that we'll get hurt.
No, you're right. I should think these through more. Usually Holly is the one who thinks things through, but I don't want to interrupt her and her date or whatever.
Well, why don't we find them then? Why don't we get our friends?
Right. They might have heard more about it. If you were Darian, where would you take a innocent and unsuspecting girl that you hope to seduce away from the greater faithful?
No! Don't say those words. Don't say Darian, unsuspecting girl, and seduce in the same sentence ever in my life. Please.
It's what he's doing.
There's no way. I mean, why would Holly even be interested in him?
Holly likes to see the good of people.
Maybe too much. Okay. I'll go ask around.
I think I might head over to Ollivander, see if someone's heard anything about dragons.
I'll find you. If I don't, send up red sparks. Okay?
Right. Be careful.
I should be saying that to you.
I'm blind, not incapable.
Well, I know. But I'd be saying that to you even if you weren't. He squeezes your hand. Okay. I'll go get our friends.
After all this, we should talk about the Boggarts and everything.
There's a long silence. He nods and then realizes that you can't see that and goes, yeah, sure. There's a lot to talk about. He'll head off. All right. Elsewhere, hmm. Silas,
Yays.
you step out of your you step out of Ollivander's wine shop with your new wand. Woo woo! Pew 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 pew!
Man, he is psyched right now.
You decide to hit the town. You and your new wand. You get some candy here and there from place to place, and be sure to keep your eye out for whatever may interest you. As you head up the high road, you find yourself over in Cadogan Plaza. And in Cadogan Plaza, you can see none other than Taylor, who's currently sitting on the bench and is rifling through her bucket of candy. Gemma and Ernisi are nowhere to be seen.
I immediately make my way over and I offer her a candy wand. Or was it licorice
Second.
wand?
We'll do that in character in just a second.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to blow my nose.
It's okay.
Believe it or not, I am still sick. It sucks. Huh. Okay. So you walk over. You can see she looks a little bit more disheveled after the night, like the tree has started to fall apart a bit. She looks her usual boorish self as she's going through the bag. You can hear the rustling. You walk up.
Did you snag any of those licorice wands? He holds one out.
She looks up toward you. I got 5. She pulls out like a bunch of them. Ooh.
I haven't tried one yet, but you know what? I hope they're good.
Oh, they're disgusting.
Well,
they're my favorite. What are you doing?
I
Where's your
feel
friends?
lighter. I don't know. I ran as fast as I could to Ollivander's.
The wine shop?
Yeah.
Well, I guess to each their own. She says, really not understanding why you would.
I was real quick out of character. Was she there at the Bogart thing?
Yep.
Okay. So you
Yeah,
remember
her Boggart was getting her wand snapped.
Gotcha. That's right. So I don't know if you remember hearing during that Bogart lesson we had. My wand and I very much at that time did not get along. Well, my old wand. It was more handed down to me, and well, let's just say it definitely did not made that Bogart thing a lot more terrifying than it needed to be. So I got it replaced. Hopefully something that'll actually allow me to learn and hopefully do better in classes now. But
you can just do that. You can
I
just
mean,
get rid of your wand, get a new one.
I would think so. You can do that with games and stuff.
Aren't wands like sentient? What if it feels abandoned?
From what the person there told me, it was the wand I have now is sitting in a box for like 20 something years. So I don't know. That other
Yeah,
one
but your
was
old wand, how are you know that it's not going to immediately meld with another wizard, and then that wizard suddenly has this unstoppable urge to murder you in your sleep.
I guess it's something I'll have to deal with when it gets to that point.
Mm. That was a joke, by the way.
He was probably smiling through the whole thing too. Definitely a shit-eating grin at that, I would say. Besides, this one seems a bit more of the adventuring. And yeah, the more adventuring kind from what I was told.
That explains why you didn't see my red sparks in the sky earlier.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Dude, that was also a joke. She says
God damn.
with the most like deadpan expression.
Okay, fine. You got me. You're hitting me with these layups. Like, damn.
Dude,
All right, Michael Jordan.
get good.
Yeah. You'll sit down next to her. You'll kind of rifle through his candy. See if there's any maybe like she wants and whatnot.
She will pull out. Here, show me the coolest thing you found. So for me, I've got Shaka Chuck. She pulls out an odd chocolate bar.
Oh.
Here, you want some?
Sure.
The moment you touch it, you get electrocuted.
Well, that's pretty neato.
Yeah, it's a great thing to offer friends. She takes it back, places it back in her thing, and she pulls out Honeyduke's Best chocolate, unfurls it, goes to hand you some, and says, "Don't worry, it's unbooby trapped."
I would hope so. Well, I'm sure you'd definitely get a kick out of that, wouldn't you?
Who knows? I could be lying to you.
Maybe. I guess we'll have to see.
Now you're getting it, and it's just nice chocolate. That's when, like, somebody coming by, notices you. Wait, you're Silas, right?
Uh,
You can hear a voice say. You look up and can see some older student in with a big glass. What do I say? Like potion bottle around himself. He's going as some kind of potion.
Oh. Yeah. I like your costume.
Oh, thanks. It was kind of a last minute thing. Have you seen Holly? It's only now that you realize this is Colin.
Oh. No, I haven't. Sorry, I really haven't. Everyone kind of went their own ways. I wish I could help you. I'm sorry. If I see her, though, I'll let her know that you're looking for her.
Yeah, but please do. I'll probably still look around. Just as like a side thing. Yeah, I bet she'd probably want to know that I was here. So
No, of course. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, no worries. I'm glad you came out though, even if it was last minute.
my, is that Colin Kramer I'm seeing? You can hear another voice, and walking down the high road with a few other girls, you can see Peter Parkinson. I don't know if we've ever showed Peter on screen. Either way, I'll pull him up. Oh, you know what? I don't. Probably just have the old art. Which we're using the older art now, aren't we? Because
You would be, yeah.
they're in their 4th year. Yeah. There we go. Here. You can see Peter Parkinson coming down. They're wearing like a like a cat outfit
Oh,
with a few others. I thought you said that you'd sworn off Halloween for good after last year. Uh, you know, there's a second thought for everything, Peter. Hmm. You hanging out with the younger years again? Oh no, this is Silas and actually I don't know your name. Yeah, you don't. Taylor says.
Taylor, please.
And then he hears you say that. And Taylor, 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 like looks over toward you, and you can't tell if it's a dirty look or not because she has no expression. Peter's like, "Oh, right. So you're not besties. You're just on a first name basis." And you can hear a bunch of the other girls like laugh and stuff behind him. How's Billiam? And like Peter gives Colin a kind of sour look. Well, uh, if you're ever done hanging out in the kiddie pool, some of us are going up to the Shrieking Shack later. You could come. Uh, no, maybe I think I'll pass. Ugh. Sit yourself. She'll like. Peter gives you a little look on the side, and then they walk past. Thanks again, Colin says.
Of course. I hope you find her. I really do.
Oh, it's not that big of a deal or anything.
Still, I'm sure it'd mean a lot to her, and well,
Is now the bad time to say that I saw them over in the low road?
No.
Colin didn't hear that. He's like ready to
Oh.
head out.
Hey, Colin.
Huh? Yeah?
Low road. That's. I heard rumors. I just wasn't sure.
If you say so. Thanks.
Yeah.
You'll start heading in that direction.
Looks over at Taylor.
Why are you so helpful?
I mean, it's more people to go adventuring with.
More people to go adventure.
Yeah.
I don't know
I
about
mean-
you, but I don't think that Peter Parkinson is exactly my idea of a fun adventuring partner.
That's dragging people along who don't want to go. They make it the more fun.
Is that what this is?
Maybe. Maybe not.
Well then, let me drag you then. She'll stand up. She puts her hand down, as if like a question.
Oh yeah, he'll take it and stand up.
And she'll lead you around Pilgrim's Way, where you guys are able to. Here, I'll throw it up on screen. Yeah. Move around the corner here by Madame Stelling's Tress Emporium. You can see Darcy looking in through the window. And like pass by her. There's Heel and Toe, an old like shoe store. There's a bunch of people that are along the edge of Pilgrim's Way, and you can hear a haunting melody that's calling out, like 100 or so voices of ghosts that are singing a Halloween song as they drift down the river and back out into the cemetery. And so there's a bunch of people watching it like a parade. Taylor and you stop for a minute to watch, and you lose sight of her for a second. She comes back not too long after with snow cones. I hope you're not allergic to the water.
Guess what to find out?
Yours has is carved into the face of like a into like a duck. And hers is carved into the face of a salmon.
Let me know if it has a fishy taste to it. I think mine might be a bit gamey.
You think you're funny? She says she's gonna she's gonna eat hers. Just
No,
snow
I wish I
cones.
was.
They're from Frostfern's Frozen Delights, and so you and Taylor are able to have that moment together. All right, and I think it's about that time that Thea appears. Thea, you were able to overhear Silas talking.
Silas?
Thea? Hey.
Hi. I can't believe I found you here. Um, I have a weird question for you.
I have maybe a weird answer, but
Should I go? Taylor says, and
nope.
you didn't even know she was there.
Grabs her
Thea?
sleeve. Nope. Coming along.
I was doing the thing.
Right. Thea's gonna like feel around for somewhere to like awkwardly lean against.
Yep.
Um
There's like a stone half wall on the side of Pilgrim's Way, so it's very easy.
Have you seen any dragons?
So
No?
many.
Really?
Yeah, like over
12?
100. There's one on your shoulder
Oh.
right now.
No, there isn't.
Long silence.
Oh my god. Sorry, I'm fucking losing it. You can count this in character because oh my god. Fucking
Taylor is an
Anyways.
odd person.
I have so much beef with Taylor.
Right?
As an autistic person, I have so much beef with this woman. Have you perhaps heard anything about any dragons nearby or anything from the Quibbler or something like that?
I did read what was the
Well, Silas, you have a copy. You were given one
Oh, that's
along
right.
with your
That's right.
thing, your licorice wand.
Yeah, I have. Hold on, and you'll see he has like the snow cone. He probably puts like half in his mouth, as he pulls it out of his bag. Yeah, there was I went to Ollivanders. They gave me one. They was talking about dragons. Yeah, and he kind of flips to the page to it.
And Silas can read
Really?
it out to you. The thing itself talks about how Hybridian black dragons are known for their territorial nature. They are extremely vicious, and their fire can melt the skin off of bone in the blink of an eye.
Oh,
The females get significantly larger than the males. The males are actually quite small in comparison to most other dragons of the same type. They are one of two specifically like UK based dragons. One of them is the common Welsh green, which is seen as probably the most docile of all dragons, and then the Hybridian black, which is one of the most aggressive.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, the Hebridean Isles are little islands between Ireland and the UK, and there is the Hebridean blacks hail from there. There's a sanctuary for dragons where dragonologists are able to keep them and keep them fed and keep them in the area. And there was apparently a mother, so a dragon that was currently in the midst of hatching, and she was in need of medical attention. So they needed to separate her essentially from her egg for the time being in order to help her. And she broke out of the enclosure, took the egg, and ran off into the sky over the isle. So she was heading toward, like, heading towards Scotland.
I hope that helps.
It does. It does so much. Is there anyone near us?
Gonna
Just
look
me.
around.
Okay, can you both keep things to yourselves, not freak everyone out?
It's actually a personal skill of mine.
Yeah.
Great, wonderful. Okay. I saw in divination class that there was a dragon around here, and me and Reese ran into dragon catchers, and we think it might not be dead, and it might come here. I'm trying to stop it.
So we have to kill the dragon catchers?
I don't think she needs.
Ideally not. I would really rather not kill anyone.
Well, I'm good with
If
whatever
there's
you
an
need.
if there's an egg involved, that changes things somewhat.
So we smash the egg.
No. I think
No.
if you don't mind me, Thea, do you? This is a bit far fetched, but would you think the dragon catchers are using the egg to lure the mother?
Here?
Possibly. Mm-hmm. Or something of that sort, or maybe even something else to lure that mother here. I
That'd be
would think. I
crazy.
mean,
Right into the middle of a Hogsmeade on Halloween. I mean, that you know how many people would die?
I mean, I don't know what dragon catchers are like, so I mean, I don't know. I can only assume. If there is,
It is still a good bet that they probably have the egg. We would just need to find them.
You
Did
recall them
I was
saying
about
that
to
they
ask
were
you
gonna
that.
go, yeah, they were gonna go celebrate.
Mm-hmm. So at like a bar or something. We're pounding back shots. Uh-huh. Where was the like nearest? Was it the Hogshead Inn that was nearest to me at the time? Or Three Broomsticks?
The Three
One of
Broomsticks is
those two.
nearest you. The Hogshead is
Okay.
on the other side of town.
Okay, wonderful. Sorry, I don't have the map up.
It's all good. To show on the map. So you guys are right here. The Three Broomsticks is right in the center of town, and then Hogshead Inn is over here. Far
And
side.
where was it that we saw the dragon catchers?
They were over here. They had walked past you, heading down the high road.
Okay. Reese went to go get Holly. She'll know more what to do. She's smart about everything.
that reminds me. So I don't know if you've seen Holly, but Colin's looking for her.
Colin's here.
Yeah, he came out. He had a makeshift costume on. It was like a potion. It was there. There's also some higher up girls that were talking about the Shrieking Shack or something. I don't know.
So you think
Yeah.
they're going to the Shrieking Shack?
Do you think maybe? Yeah.
No.
Well,
Silas told Holly that I told him that Holly was heading to the low road. That was just Peter that was heading to the Shrieking Shack. Colin didn't even say that he was going to go. In fact, Colin kind of seemed off-put by the idea.
All right, so no Shrieking Shack. Either way, we need to get the egg from the Dragon Keepers. They said they were celebrating somewhere, so I assume that's going to be the Three Broomsticks. If you guys feel like theft.
I am always excited for adventure. So count me in.
Wonderful. Reese will probably be swinging by at some point with Holly and Darian.
How much of the take
If
do
you
we
see
get?
Laurent floating around, definitely grab him.
How
Yeah,
much of the
for
take do we get if we're stealing things?
Well, if it's an egg, there won't be a take for anyone.
I don't know, eggs are pretty expensive.
What do you want, Taylor?
Well, never mind. I'll be here for the adventure.
Don't worry, Taylor. You see, I also put a hand on her shoulder, but don't worry, Taylor. I'm sure those Dragon Keeper guys will have plenty of money they're have to pay us for saving their ass.
Or kicking their
She's
ass.
gonna start walking in the
Exactly.
opposite direction of the three broomsticks and fully thinking that's the direction of it.
Thea,
She'll end up finding
Other
some
way.
other people. Thea doesn't hear you. She's
Oh,
going
no.
exactly where she's supposed
well-
to go.
You guys
Oh,
have your
okay.
mission. You guys
All
have
right,
your
got it.
mission.
Jeez.
Have fun with it.
It's like a wizard arrives precisely when he means to.
She does not need she does not need any accommodations. She knows where she needs to go through intuition alone.
I'm sorry. I was just trying to be helpful.
Silas, you know your mission. I must go. And it's like that fucking paladin from
Yes! From the Dungeons and Dragons movie?
Oh my god.
Yes.
I fucking love
She's just
it.
walking in a straight
She's, like,
line. There's,
walking
a
over
bench and she walks
jack-o'-lanterns.
over it.
The movie was so funny. Oh my gosh. Where he's like, when the time comes, I know you'll do the right thing. He's like, I fucking hate you. I hate you so much. You insufferable
She
prick.
puts a hand on Silas's shoulder. I know
Yeah.
you'll do the right thing and you'll get that egg. Starts walking.
Got it, boss.
Straight
I owe
through
you
crowds over jack-o'-lanterns, like completely jaywalking.
She
Tripping over,
falls
like, a bunch
down
of
at one
smaller
point.
kids. Oh,
A horse-drawn carriage comes by and has to swerve out of the way of her.
she steps over the horse-drawn carriage. Look over.
Excuse me. And it's like walks like steps up into like the carriage with the driver and then walks out the other side.
I love that. Like into the cabin, just walking
Yeah.
completely through it. Like it's fine.
All right. Laurent.
Hello.
You and Levi were heading off together. Eventually, your guys' bags are so full of candy that you can barely keep them all up in like, you can barely hold it up. Levi is almost complaining about his. We should like dump some out or something on the way back.
What are you, crazy? You're gonna empty your loot out onto the ground for the carrion to feed on? Don't be ridiculous.
Will you
You
carry
just pay the
it?
cost. You want me to carry both in my condition?
Please. Okay.
And I'm cursed.
You won't like tell the ministry if I cast spells outside of Hogwarts, right?
I mean, I'm not a snitch.
Good. He looks left, looks right. Locomotor. And he casts out Locomotor on his bag. That is so much better. It starts hovering behind him.
I will then hand him my bag.
Hey, no. It gets thrust into his hands. I cast that spell so I wouldn't have to hold a bag.
Well, now I don't have to carry a bag. I mean, I need you to picture what's going to happen if my hand phases through the handle at some point, and
He
then
thrusts
it,
it back
like,
into your grasp.
it spills out on the ground. It's really, really sad. Okay, fine.
It's fine. You like it doesn't phase through. How do you because like I get it, the joke, the haha, the ghost thing that everyone, even myself, has brought up a few times.
Mhm.
And like now you're cosplaying a ghost. Like I get it, but how? You're like see through. And like that's the one thing you're not.
It's just a really rare potion.
Oh, so that wasn't a lie.
Do you think I'm prone to lying? I don't think I've ever lied about anything.
I think you keep a lot of things close to the chest, actually.
That's different from lying. I
Mm.
just omit things.
And also change facts to suit you.
Exactly. Not lying, merely misdirecting.
Hey, I'm not judging. I mean, you are a good liar. I can never tell, necessarily. I just trust that even if you are lying to me, that you're doing so somehow in a truthful way. Maybe that's ridiculous of me.
Well, the trick to being good at lying is for there to be a little bit of truth to it, and also that you yourself believe the lie you're telling.
You know that Muggles have a thing called a lie detector test?
No, I mean, that seems very useful. Why don't we have one of those?
They hook you up with a bunch of wires, and then they are able to ask you questions and see if your body reacts.
It is
For
interesting.
instance, you're gripping that bag pretty tightly.
Well, it is very heavy.
He's going to take the bag from you. Locomotor. He'll cast again. And both bags are now hovering behind. Chocolate?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, you know what? I got some cauldron cakes earlier. Yes! And he'll like take the wrapping off and hand one over toward you.
For something that's mass produced, these are actually very nice.
You guys walk the whole length of this area until you find yourself over at the Starlit Stage House up by the Artisanal Gardens. Whoa. This place just keeps like kind of winding, doesn't it? Levi says. I mean, it's my first time here. Is it yours?
I mean, I haven't been in this part of it before, but I guess it is pretty big. A lot bigger than I remember it being last time I visited.
Places always change like that. It's... I once read this really profound thought. It's always stuck with me. That was my your cue for if you wanted to hear it or not.
I thought you were simply gonna follow up with
You're
your
good.
really,
You're good. I don't have
your
to
really
say it.
incisive thought.
It's fine.
I mean, I'll hear it if you're so proud of it.
Ooh, they're doing scary movies of the Starlit Stage House.
You're quite fond of misdirecting things yourself. You have a habit of moving things on when you don't like where things are going.
You can never go home, he says. Never truly. You can stay in a place, and it can become home to you. But give it a year, 2, 3. Any amount of time spent away from it, any amount of time where you change. When you come back, you'll find it won't be the same.
You've been reading too much Greek. What's it that guy says? Every time you step into a river, it's not the same. It's not the same river, and it's not the same man.
You're making fun of me.
I make fun of everyone. It is an incisive thought. I can see why it's stuck in your head, but I mean, it's all ephemeral. Nothing is permanent anyway.
I feel like
Every
nobody gets into that kind of stuff, And like I have to not talk about it because everybody else just wants to watch scary movies and scream at a screen.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
I
Don't you
just
want
think
to?
most people don't care that much about any of this.
I always think a lot. Believe it or not, he says. I
Despite
think
your
about
appearances.
I think about the school, and I think about myself, what I like, what I don't, and who I am. Confuses me when people just seem stuck. I'll be honest, Laurent. You seem stuck. But I'm hoping I might be able to help.
I don't know. I guess I'm stuck, right? Weird things happen to me, and I have to deal with it. But I just try not to think about it most of the time, and that doesn't affect me that much. But there are definitely times where I would like to not be like cursed, forced to rework my entire life around it.
If you didn't have your curse, he says, sitting down on a bench in the artisanal gardens. There's like hedges around and stuff. If you didn't have it, what do you think would be the number one thing you would want to do or accomplish?
I think it's less about that stuff. Like, I probably cook more. I mean, I still cook a lot, but it is a little annoying when half the time my hand phases through a pot or something.
And I can't be
But
there 24/7.
exactly, even though you're so good at following instructions.
He looks down, the smile.
I just feel like everything would be going better because I would feel human still. I wouldn't feel like I'm becoming something else. You know, it is the little things that get to you, like how anytime I stand near someone, they tell me how cold it is, which is very rude. They should just pretend it isn't. That would be nice. You know, just stuff like that kind of eats away at you.
Yeah. So cooking then. That's like your tether. The one thing that you really want to achieve in the world.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy when you're good at something to just focus on that. So that's what I try and do.
Oh yeah, I've seen you in the zone. Yeah, I know. Try to get your attention. It's like talking to a brick wall.
Well, yeah, I mean, the food is very important.
What about people? You know? Any girls that you have a crush on or boys?
Oh, yeah, definitely Gemma. I mean, she's so amazing.
Shut the fuck up. He's gonna like try to push you, and he does so properly and kind of like gives you a good shove.
No, I don't think any girls really have gotten my attention. You know, I mean, people, it varies from person to person. I mean, Thea, I think I would still get into as much bother with her if I wasn't cursed. But maybe she wouldn't notice me as much because of the cold thing. But, you know, there are definitely people that make things a lot easier to deal with.
You like Thea?
Not like that. You know, she's my friend.
Right. Yeah. Sorry, I think this got away from me.
Well, I mean, I don't know. You asked me a very pointed question. Now I have to ask you the same one. Who do you have a crush on? He's gonna like put his finger right in his face.
Um, I don't know. There's this boy. I've kind of been into him for a while. But he's always seemed so distant whenever I try to like talk to him. And so sometimes it can be hard to feel like he even sees me. You know?
It's not Nolan, is it?
I'm not sure if I'd be ready to say exactly who. Let's say it's Nolan.
Well,
Hypothetically.
hypothetically, if it were Nolan, what you should do is the thing everyone should do if they really like someone is all you can do really is rip the band-aid off, right? The longer you wait, the more painful it'll be, and the more it'll eat away at your soul, all the missed opportunities and the things you could have done and could have dreamed about having turned together. And if you do get rejected, at least then it's over and you don't have to worry about it anymore and you can live with your life.
Levi, as you are talking, is going to lean over and try to kiss you.
And he will kiss him back.
You won't?
He will.
Oh, okay. I thought you said, and he won't
been...
kiss him back.
No,
I was like,
that's...
why are you so enthusiastic about that?
No, you just think I love torturing people. That's why. It's you think that the evil is inside me.
Levi leans forward, takes your face, and immediately locks his lips in yours. There's held there. There's a fear on Levi's face, his brow furrowed, and he feels like you're gonna push him off, like you're gonna scream at him, and then the kiss ends, and he pulls back, and he seems scared. And looks at you. His lower lip is quivering. You can hear nearby some like older kids you don't even know go woo woo ow ow like catcalling as they're walking past because Levi looks like a whole girl right now. Right? The Sailor Moon outfit. Levi gets like really red. The artisanal gardens is pretty secluded. There's not anybody out here, so it really embarrasses him. And then there's the silence.
That was fun. It would have really freaked out Nolan though if you did that. I mean, he wouldn't have even seen it coming.
I think there's just another silence as Levi, his eyes drift around the scene, meeting yours a few times, and looks down and to the side. He doesn't know what to say.
Laurent is gonna like reach out a hand and just kind of like cup his cheek with it and like tilt his head up and go, well, there's no point being bashful now.
I mean, I kind of felt like you might already know.
I wasn't sure. I got a sense sometimes that something was up, but I wasn't sure if we were just being like really weird and homoerotic, is like in like a totally straight way.
I felt embarrassed about it because Gemma and her stupid jokes all the time, and I can't just like someone, you know?
Yeah, well,
I think you're cool. I care about you a lot. Even if you didn't want like that with me, I like you, so.
I did want it. It was fun. I had a good time.
He smiles big.
Okay. I mean, this is really the most concrete proof that you should never ever listen to Gemma about anything.
Okay. We don't have to say anything more about it. Just
okay.
Rip the band-aid off. Do you want to go up to the square? I think I can hear music.
Yeah, sure. See what they're playing. And Laurent will reach out and grab Levi's hand.
And Levi was already doing the same. And
Great. And it's really awkward, and they both like miss each other's hands, and it's like a little fumbling until they eventually get it.
Yeah. And we head up the artisanal gardens. All right. Lance.
Yes.
Lance.
Hello. Sorry, my
Hello.
mic takes a while to kick in.
That's okay. So you and Drusilla had your fun until eventually she told you that she had to go get ready. She'll only be a minute. You can see the crowds are beginning to form out in Hengist Square for the next band. It's sort of like one of those folk bands where like bands can just kind of sign up and it's just one big roving um, uh, turning show, like just band after band after band.
Open mic night almost.
Yeah, basically. And you're out here for a little while, and then you can catch a glimpse through like a curtain on the left-hand side. You see some kind of like dark black robes and can see unmistakably Drusilla's eyes. She's like talking to somebody. Do you want to go say hi before the show, or
Yeah, I'll go say hi.
looks like she's all ready? So you head over toward the like curtain, and you can hear, "Dude, that's like our one rule." Not Drusilla, someone else saying, a girl. I know, I'm sorry. It just kind of like it came out at the last second, and then like I I got this cold chocolate frog card. Come on, my parents can't know I'm in this band. They'll kill me. You can hear very distinctly Brett's voice. I think you share a common room with the guy. That's him. Okay, can you keep your don't put your panties in a twist. We have 2 minutes before we go up. Get your shit together, okay? And just don't worry about it.
Am I interrupting something?
Both Brett and this other person like shield their face. They've got masks on as well as like makeup, and Drusilla turns to look at you, and you can see she's got on this big long robe with a hood. It's black with dark raven feathers that come out all over it. And she's got on like a leather outfit underneath. And they I don't know, they look like some kind of cultists. Like raven cultists. Uh Lance, hey.
Hey, I didn't know this was your vibe. Are you metal artists or?
She looks like the rest of them are leaving. um and she says, "We do some more harder stuff, yeah." Um Um, my other friend, who will remain nameless, she
Of
says,
course.
it. She really. Oh fuck! I mean, they trying to suddenly go
I've
back on
already
it.
promised not
Pretend
to say you're in the band. That we'll just say it extends to the others.
they know some Muggle music, and it's pretty killer.
Yeah, I
We've
actually
been
listen to
rehearsing
some
for like
heavy
all
metal
of
too. So
last summer.
wow,
So
would
if we're
love to hear.
terrible, you have to lie through your teeth. Okay.
Okay, but I
What are you
will
doing
say
here?
I do
I
enjoy the
mean,
music.
I would have expected you to be getting a seat or something.
Oh, no, I figured I'd watch from the
Standing box?
stage. Yeah,
All right. Well,
if that's all right with you. I mean, I
oh, I
wouldn't
don't
want
think
to
you're allowed back
impose.
here, she says, like
Oh,
nervously.
why not?
But hey, I promised you front row, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. Where's my VIP pass?
Uh, I'll just let them know, okay?
All right.
And she'll like wave you off. She runs and talks to a stagehand. Hey, I have a person with a, and that scene fades. You walk back out, and you go to find your seat near the front, and you can see Laurent and Levi have found their place here. The two of them were holding hands.
I'll give the double thumbs up to Laurent and let him have his moment.
He
Just
will
wink
give
with
the
like both
classic
eyes
one-handed
forth.
wave.
Levi, seeing this, will let go of Laurent's hand. He's still very, very nervous about it.
I'll run up to Laurent then and tell him, no, it's okay. I'm not judging. I'm happy for you.
Yeah, there's nothing going on. Levi,
Yeah, there was
Come on,
nothing at
man.
all weird happening.
Come on.
stop
You
it,
didn't
Laurent,
see
stop it.
anything.
And that's when Thea, overhearing you guys, finds you, having walked in the wrong direction.
Excellent.
Thea?
That means I get to do this bit. I think Brooke is BFB actually. So
No.
Okay, I just got back. Sorry, I was
We're
listening.
so
perfect.
back.
You were listening though, so you know what's going on. Okay.
Yes, yes. It's really loud here.
Well, look who it is.
Do you need some earphones, Thea?
Well, it's a
No,
concert,
I don't
Thea.
need earphones.
I know your senses get heightened when you lose your sight, so
Only a little bit. It's not like superhuman or anything.
I mean, you are a witch.
Where's Reese?
Oh, he's going to get Holly and Darian. I came here to come get you guys, actually. Do you want to come with me for a second?
Well, there's the show. Is there something wrong?
It's urgent.
Levi looks at you, Laurent.
Fire and brimstone awaits.
Oh man, I hate when she starts talking about fucking fire and brimstone, man. Can't
You're
fire
going
and
to
brimstone
hell
be
for
happening on
kissing
a
a boy.
different night?
Better than her making a Cheshire Cat reference.
All right. Well, if the fire and brimstone is happening right now, I will go with you, Thea. I'll be really disappointed if nothing happens, though. I'll become a divination's denier if you're wrong.
I'm sure you will be. Lance, you're needed as well.
As the question is asked, you can also hear, all right, thank you, everybody. Thank you for waiting. We're going to put our hands together for our newest band, Birds of Prey, he yells out. And while you can still make your decision, I'm just going to send for everybody's listening pleasure the song in question. Now, the music video, I don't recommend looking at it because it is a little burlesque, and I don't want to mix those images with the sound that we're doing here. So, but yeah, that song is what she comes out to. In the back, you got that girl on the drums, and you've got Brett on the on the piano. She's got like electric piano basically, and then she has a guitar. Cutting back.
Lance looks up to the stage and like looks back at Thea, back up at the stage, just mouth open, like ah. How urgent are we talking, Thea?
Eyes of flame, whiffling through the tulgey wood.
I'm sorry, what?
Levi gets up. This is how she gets when things are really bad, Levi says.
Yeah, when she stops using her words and just starts saying like weird phrases, that generally means like one of the worst things you've ever seen is going to happen. I just hope this time it happens to other people that aren't me.
Lance will glance back at Drusilla and just mouth, I'm sorry.
She's up on stage, so she doesn't even really notice exactly. She's like doing her dance, her song and dance. So you can say that to yourself, and you can head off.
Yeah. He'll head off and feel really guilty.
All right.
I saw something. She'll kind of explain as they're walking towards the three broomsticks, or as she's leading them in that direction. I saw something in divination the other day. It was a dragon. It was flying over Hogsmeade. And then we ran into dragon catchers earlier. We believe they might have an egg.
Wait. You mean to tell me that dragons are real? Levi says.
You didn't know dragons are real?
No.
They're as real as Nargles.
Isn't there a skeleton in the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
I thought if they were, then they must have been extinct. So that thing's like a fossil, Levi says.
I really like you really gotta read about all the creatures that exist, because like there are like much worse ones than this you're probably gonna encounter. I just want to say.
Yeah. The funny part is he is in magical creatures class only this year because he flunks out of it. So we're learning why.
Checking my damn head.
We must act swiftly. I sent Silas to collect the egg. Reese is getting Holly and Darian. I assume they'll run into Colin. And then once we have the egg, we can go from there. Questions? She'll mostly turn to Lance because he's on the newer side.
Laurent. Now, Lance, you can ask your questions, but Laurent, you might recall overhearing that conversation earlier about the winged nuisance.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully that winged nuisance doesn't show up. Oh, but no, haven't you heard? Huh? It was caught last night. Dragon catchers found it up by the Shrieking Shack. So close to the village. What are we doing up there?
Fair. I don't know if this is gonna be a problem, but I think they captured a dragon like yesterday. I feel like I overheard someone saying that. Like a live
did.
dragon. Like
Where?
apparently near like the Shrieking Shack, which is just really cursed that would happen there. So maybe we could start there if we are going after dragons now. His like face is like fully cringing as he says it.
We must either free it or kill it, or else it will rain terror. All until it finds its egg. That's good. Thank you.
Lance, you have questions?
So we need to kill a dragon with...
Or let it go. I haven't seen past it.
And hope it doesn't eat us?
If we can get the egg, we might be able to stop it.
You're
I
saying
don't
it's
want
going
to
to hurt
kill it.
people? You like saw that it was gonna hurt people?
It could. It's a possibility.
Yikes.
I think Holly might have a better plan once she gets here. She's way better at it than I am.
Quick question. Are dragons also able to polymorph in this world?
What?
What?
No. No, I'm sorry. This
Oh, thank
isn't
God.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Because, you know, D&D is canon in universe. Levi has definitely played it, the fucking nerd. And dragons in D&D, of course, are intelligent and out of character. If you're not aware, dragons in Harry Potter universe are dumb as fuck.
Yeah, they're basically just animals.
Oh. Yes.
I don't think you have much to worry about on that front. They're still vicious creatures, but I don't think you'll be outwitted by one anytime soon.
I'm sorry that you're being roped into all of this, Lance. I'm sure you were wanting a normal Halloween.
It's all right. Plans change, you know. So if I can make myself useful, I might as well.
Should have been put in Hufflepuff with that teamwork.
Well, maybe you're right, but then I'd have to deal with my brother all the time. And I think I would have killed myself by now.
Wait, are you a Targaryen? Levi just suddenly realizes in the middle of this.
Puts his hand on his shoulder gently, like, yes, I am.
And then we'll fade
And I'll
off.
tame this dragon too.
That is so ironic.
Dragon blood.
Yeah. Okay. Holly.
Yer.
You arrive at the top of the tower. Way too many stairs, Darian says.
I think the wizards would have come across an elevator.
You think Pince is gonna search all night?
Not all night. I'm sure she'll get fed up.
You look up. Now, to describe this, you are in an actual room with a roof. So when I say top of the tower is not like it's not like a castle tower, you know?
Mhm.
It's more of a lookout tower. So the top of the tower is actually made of wood. That extends a little bit wider than the actual base of the tower, pushing off on all the lip of the top. And there are wide windows that are able to peer off in many different directions. Some of them are cracked and broken over time. But what's kind of nice is you can see the lights that I described earlier that are strung from it down into the town come through some of the windows and attach to like a central beam in the center. So there's light here. Yeah, turn on the dark.
Not that it would be extremely dark in here. Lots of light coming in.
Oh, Holly, your bag.
What?
You look down, you can see there's a rip in your bag, and some of your candy is spilt out.
Oh.
He's going to kneel down. 1 second. Inanimatus conjurus. and he will conjure up here large bean bags, like beanbag chairs from the.
Mhm.
Oh, you know what? What about like you ever seen one of those like oversized beanbag chairs that
Yeah.
can fit like multiple people? Yeah, one of
Mhm.
those from the library. There we go. He'll like sit down on it and try to pick up some of the candy for you. He takes his wand and reparo. He'll feed it back together. I'm surprised. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't be anymore. I thought that you'd be lecturing me about spell use.
I'm responsible. I'm not a wet blanket.
He grabs his bag and plops himself back down onto the beanbag chair. We'll have to wait for Pince and her ire to settle.
It's cold and it's late, so I'm sure it won't be too long.
Let's see what you got. He starts rifling through your bag.
Hey, no pilfering. I haven't even gotten to see what I've gotten yet.
Oh. Oh, no way! I love these! Sugar quill, he says, pulling out a crystal-like quill made out of crystalline sugar.
Oh, you can have it if you want. What's it taste like?
He's like, looks at this one. This one's kind of like rainbow. I've actually never seen this kind before. He takes it out of the packaging and just kind of chips off the tip of it. Oh, you gotta try that. He'll hand it off to you.
She will take it and she'll like take a bite off.
You guys stand up there all night?
Oh, I wasn't sure if I should, if that was just a one person thing.
Why do you think I got
or-
the big one? Like I'm gonna let a lady stand the whole damn night. You don't even know inanimate conjurers, do you?
No, but don't
That's
expect.
fine.
Don't pretend to be all chivalrous now.
You'll learn it next year.
She'll sit next to him.
Let me tell you, fourth year is when a lot of things change. A lot of things.
Really? Like what?
Well, you start learning a lot of new things. For a start.
Can imagine.
Ooh. Do you like fudge flies? He says.
What are those?
He releases like a little package of them into the air, and there's these little flies that buzz around in the area like a little swarm. And you have to actually attempt to grab one of them. Yeah. He's able to snag one of the flies and throws it in his mouth. It's made of fudge. It's just fudge, he says.
Holly's like looking around and like tries to grab at one.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Yeah. 10.
10.
Mhm.
Yeah, you desperately try to grab, and he's just like laughing at you most of the time here.
She gives up. She's like, oh.
Hey. He's going to say, if you want to make it easier, you can just do this. He pulls out his wand again and gives a little swish, and you watch all of them begin to form together, and they turn into a little cat.
What did you just do?
Alteration imbuement? Cool, eh? It's one of the many things you learn. At least I did.
Amazing.
He picks it up and he hands it and places it onto your hand. And the thing like curls up into a little ball of fudge.
Aww.
It's almost too sweet to eat.
I think I'd feel terrible about biting it.
I can make it into anything you'd want.
Really?
Yeah. Like a dragon or big bird. Pair of lips.
Hmm. I think, anyway, I'm not entirely able to take a bite out of something that looks this adorable.
He takes it then and just like places it down on the carpet. We'll leave it for the birds then.
For the birds.
I wanted to tell you something. Something that I will only say once, so don't make me repeat it.
Holly like moves her hair behind her ears. I'm listening.
It's been a blast having you in our class. You have a good grasp on the material, but more than that, I don't even really care. Just having you around. I mean, Colin always has such a big grin on his face whenever you're around. After a while, I started to get it too.
Get it?
Yeah. Get just how sweet you are. And he will lean forward toward you. This guy is a player. He's going to lean off onto the side, putting one arm sort of over the back, pressing forward. It's just one of those things that you learn. 4th year. Do you want me to show you? I can teach you all sorts of things.
I'm gonna do a quick coin flip. Yeah. I'm watching the private chat. I gotta look away from this.
4.
I look over, there's 69 messages unread.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's mostly just me and Brooke typing "hole" every time Darian speaks.
Whore, harlot, slut, tart, floozy. Whore.
I added the tart and floozy. I doubt.
Excuse me, I also called him a temptress and a
Temptress.
Jezebel.
Yeah. Oh boy. Guess?
I think there's like a beat from her.
He pushes his
You
face
know me.
closer and closer toward yours, as if daring you to pull back. And what did you say?
You know me. I'm open to learning.
And that's when he goes for it. You want to make a sleight of mouth check or whatever you want?
I don't know.
You want to do whatever
make a-
you want to roll.
Whatever I want to roll. Can I make a potions making? Can I make a potion making
A
check?
potion making check? How would that work?
This lip gloss has cocaine in it.
No.
Alluring potion, beautification potion.
Are you wearing one right now? Because you're Aphrodite?
Yeah, Aphrodite. Yeah.
I'll allow you to make that then. This is about the strength of said potion that you happen to have made.
The air has slight amounts of opium in it.
She put cocaine in her lip gloss.
It's what is the? Okay, it wasn't an alluring potion because I definitely don't have that, but I do have beautification potion.
Yep.
It was exceptional. It was exceptional.
What did you get? What did you get?
Oh, I have to roll it. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes,
roll.
of course. Oh, damn it. Hold on. Let me see if I have inspo.
Damn,
Fuck, I don't have
Darian.
inspo.
Shit, man.
I need help.
Take subscriber. Take
Thank
a
you.
subscriber.
Thank you, bro. You understand, girl to girl.
I do.
28 works. I'm
I
satisfied.
expect you to also be there for me.
Wait,
I
you
will.
got 28, Holly? You got a 28? Darian got 28. For a
Jesus
performance check.
Christ. Y'all are whores. This is exactly why Thea didn't want you fraternizing with him.
This
is
it
exactly
happened.
why.
She foresaw this.
You guys make out hardcore. By hardcore I just mean a lot. And it is genuinely the first and best kiss you've ever had. It is pretty mind-blowing since the both of you guys got over 25. The real fire and brimstone. And it is only like bisected by the sound of creaking steps. Huh? Darian like suddenly turns and wipes his mouth. Oh shit. Holly, how do you react?
Holly's going to like slowly turn her head to the side.
Dude. Reese is standing at the top of the stairs. You gotta be kidding me, man. What? Get out of here! This is my place!
Oh, Castelli brothers, I love you.
Yeah. Leave me the fuck alone!
Reese, what are you
This isn't
doing
your
here?
room. It's a foreclosed building. And Holly, I had higher expectations of you.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
With my brother? My brother? You don't talk to her like that, Darian says, standing up. What are you going to do about it, huh?
Oh,
There's a whole
okay,
fight
all right.
that's starting.
Wait, how did you even? Why are you in here?
Thea says there's an emergency. I'm going to go help her. You can keep doing whatever the hell you want to do. Reese is going to go down the stairs. Yeah, you get out of it. Yeah, you leave. The fuck is this problem?
I just want to say, Reese talking like he doesn't have the exact same man-haul genes inside of his DNA.
I'm gonna
Like,
beat
he
my
isn't
family's
also-
curse. Meanwhile,
He does not. Literally, Reese
He
does.
does.
Reese
He
does
does.
not have a
Alex,
manhole.
Alex, whenever Reese and Theo were on that fucking Ferris wheel, the entire chat was full of Jess and Ito calling him a whore.
Yep.
He's not. He's
they're-
literally
they're
Demi.
both-
It's not
They're
okay.
both
So
Jezebels.
it's not about that. It's about the energy, right? Because he's out here like holding your hand and like saying the most poetically like just on the cusp of declarations of love, like eternal love out here, and he doesn't even know it.
Mm-hmm.
Whore.
It's like it's a whore in the same way that like a Victorian man is whenever he wears the very loose and like unlaced white peasant top.
I see you've also seen Nosferatu, bro.
I feel like this scene's getting away from us. Holly, how do you react?
Bounce on it.
Crazy style.
I'm sorry.
Holly, yes.
I'm so sorry. I had to, you brought up Nosferatu, and it's the only thing that I can think about. Hold on, I'll lock in. What did he mean? Thea's in trouble?
I don't know. Come here.
What? No, you. She like puts her hand on his mouth and like kind of pushes
this
it
is
back.
why he'll never be my dad.
I don't understand how he ever would be your dad. I'm kind of confused by that, but okay.
Holly will like rush to like the banister area. Reese.
We get like a shot of like Darian rolling his eyes, like plopping down onto the beanbag chair. Like, damn it.
Reese Castelli.
I'm gonna go meet up with Thea. You do whatever you're gonna do.
Can you explain to me the situation?
He's leaving.
Ugh. I hate. Ugh. Okay. All right.
You're leaving?
What?
All right.
What's that attitude for?
Whatever.
Reese just said Thea was in trouble.
Yeah. I didn't even hear him.
Maybe because you're too busy arguing. Are you gonna help?
What, my stupid little brother?
Yeah, your stupid little brother.
He's got crisis every half Monday. I don't need to get wrapped up in that.
Yeah, but Thea doesn't.
Yeah, what, the
She
girl that
does.
hates me?
He wouldn't have. Think about it this way: Thea wouldn't have bothered either of us because she knows that you're here if it wasn't important.
I sincerely doubt that. I think she'd bother us for just the sake of it.
Why are you acting like that?
I don't take too kindly to people who say bad things about me behind my back. You don't think I don't hear? Trying to be nice, trying to be playful with her. No.
Out of character, they were never behind his back. That shit was to his face.
Why the hell would I do anything for her?
Because I'm asking you.
He kind of has a look on his face like, I don't know if that's enough.
I still would like to continue tonight, and if we get there and it's just some nonsense, then we can always return to whatever.
You see his gaze soften. You may make a persuasion check. I'm just gonna say, out of character, all of Thea's calls here completely on the mark.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Not calling him dad.
Yikes.
A 9.
Let me
Do
double
you
check
need another
something.
subscriber?
I could use it. I guess
Take it.
anything's better than a 3. I almost
Knock on wood.
wrote a
Knock
9
on
there.
wood. Knock on
I need
wood.
to knock on wood, knock on wood, knock on wood.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Let me double check something.
Minimum 6. That's only for wisdom-based checks.
You roll. So, beautification potion, right?
Oh!
You add a D4 to your checks. But
Yeah.
I don't know what happens with an exceptional one.
A D6.
D6. Cool. I thought about it and I was like, okay, yeah. 13.
Good luck, Holly.
Like her shoulders just kind of sink. Right. Okay. She'll turn around and like make her way to the stairs, and I think like she kind of looks back and continues down.
You're killing me, Jess. I'm dying. Oh. Okay.
Hey, Queen, do you want me to kill this man for you?
Oh. All right. That's what we're going to end tonight's episode. Thank
The
you.
moral of the story:
That's
never kiss a man.
Yep.
Never.
Men are gross.
Sorry for the blue balls audience.
Nope.
That's crazy.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you guys for playing. And good night.